Alright, we're live.
Hello, brethren. Welcome to the BBR podcast, episode 130. We are fresh. We're back from the what do you call it? Thanksgiving, the long weekend, the long Thanksgiving weekend. I went to my aunt's house. We never usually go there. This is our first year at my aunt's house, and they have a big hill in the backyard. And my dog ran up there, and they have two big dogs right at the top of the hill behind the fence. And they have like a pit bull mix up there, and he like stuck his head through. He almost bit Dean's head off.
Damn.
It's crazy. And my uncle, we had the table set up in his den, and so he's facing like looking out the backyard, which he never does. So he's like, what the hell's the neighbor doing up there? He's like, there's a guy. It's like Thanksgiving dinner time. It's like 4:30 or 5 or something. And this guy's up there like trimming the bushes. He's like, what the hell's that guy doing? My uncle.
It was his day off, dude.
There's nothing better to do.
I guess it was like getting dark. It was.
He's
yeah,
all,
it's kinda crazy.
the in-laws are here. I'm just gonna start doing some yard work.
Yeah. There's unfinished business out back.
He was recently divorced, so he wanted to take the boat out, and that was his day off because he works. Most of the time.
Maybe. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like kind of Koreatown up there in Hacienda. But so, who knows? Who knows what's going on?
Oh, should have led with that. No, just kidding.
I know I should. Yeah, I know I should have led with that. But yeah, relatively. I don't know. Thanksgiving is always kind of boring for my family. I just kind of get there and I showed up and got as comfortable as I could. Got in the recliner, took my fucking slippers off, and I just laid down the entire time on the couch. Dean laid down with me, and everyone was kind of watching TV. Little 2.5 Men, little Vegas vacation, channel surfing a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah. What about you guys? You have an eventful Thanksgiving?
No.
I just got sick on Thanksgiving.
How did you get sick?
Yeah.
Nobody else got sick.
Well, I think Raph was sick, and then who else? Yeah, I think Raph
Still
and
sick?
Julian
You
were
sound
sick.
still sick.
Yeah, it should be over it by today.
By tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got fucking sick from that fucking Wretched Rights Fest that VoidCeremony played.
Oof.
Where was that at?
That was in Sacramento.
Mm.
I haven't heard about that show. Who played that one?
Fuck the some of the stuff I liked, like Embodied Torment, Stress Angel.
Stress Angel, I've heard
like,
them.
Yeah, it's fucking
Don't they have an
great
album
shit.
cover with like an ant on it or something?
You know, that was my that was my first experience. I'd kind of checked out some live footage. I was just like going through the list of the bands, and then I haven't dove into any of their discography yet, but I caught their set. It's interesting because it's like it has that negative plane, kind of like that New York kind of black metal kind of sound.
Okay. Like Horns and Hooves as well, right?
Yeah, I didn't catch them, but yeah, Stress Angel is like, and it has like some very Slayer kind of feeling thrash moments, which kind of like give it like kind of a sick edge. So it's not too like sedate or too like meditative or anything. It's and the guitarist, I was watching his fucking playing, and it fucking was like, it was like Bill Steer, right? And I was like, damn, I was like, man, this guy must love Carcass. Like I just felt it, but in like a really organic sense. But it totally is. You wouldn't think that because of the style and like of everything that's going on. And I fucking was like, hey man, because I was standing on like stage right or whatever. He's on the other side, and I was like, hey, I was like, yeah man, I was like, fucking that shit really good. I was like you're influenced by Bill Steer, huh? And he like opened his flannel, and you could see fucking he was like pointing to a Carcass shirt. I was like, god damn. I was like,
Opens his
there
shirt,
you
just
go.
points. It's like fucking
Yeah, yes.
Derek and it's like Derek and Step Brothers when he's like pointing to his abs.
It's perfect.
Just immediate validation.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
But you wouldn't be able to hear that if you weren't paying attention to the riffing, because the whole package is like you're like, Carcass, what? And then you see his playing and the riffs and just the way like it kind of like ascends, like what Bill Stur's doing, and like some of the, I would say some of the, not really symphonies, which is actually my favorite, but like in some of the necroticism riffing and like, you know, like a little bit of the heartwork stuff, it's like, man, it was great. Anyway, let's see who else fucking played. Antichrist Siege Machine. I don't listen to them, but it was pretty sick.
I don't listen to them either. I did see them once open for Emperor. They were pretty good.
Yeah, it's live. Like, I think there's the two sides.
It's great to see them live.
Yeah, and there's like that two sides of metal. I'm sorry if this shit is fucking clipping or anything.
No, you're good.
But there's like the bands where it's like, dude, yes, this studio record is fucking phenomenal, and maybe they're great live too. But then there's the bands that you put on their studio record, you're just like, eh. But then you catch like them at a live gig, dude, and it's like, that's sick live.
Yeah,
You
that
know?
was me
You guys
with
know what I
Abysmal Lord. Yeah.
Oh, Abysmal Lord, dude, they co-headlined that fest.
Oh, really?
And that's the exact, yeah, because I was like watching, it was like, fuck, dude, that's fucking fierce and it's fucking great. And then I listen and I'm like, it's not the same effect.
Yeah, exactly,
when
right? Like, I like seeing that guy on the bass, his glare the whole time when he's playing. And then, yeah, the drums are just fucking crazy too, just relentless. But then I was listening to the records and I was like, yeah, I wasn't getting that same feeling, but live, they're fucking great.
Yeah, it was killer. I was just at the merch at that point, like I was just at the VoidCeremony merch table, just kind of looking over, like, sick. It was most of those bands were pretty good for the day, actually. Like, you know, coming in just like not being familiar and then chilling and just being like, yeah, this was fucking tight. This was sick. It was like, you almost felt like there was like no bad bands. At least I didn't catch anything on Saturday. I just chilled at the fucking hotel, motel, whatever. But Sunday
what
it
was
was
the
like,
fest again?
huh?
I said, what was the name of the fest again?
Wretched Rights.
Richard Rights.
Yeah.
What was it? Mostly like black metal bands or what?
Mostly like the Black Death, like Deophage, kind of like a Black Death feel, you know.
Let's see. Witch Vomit, they were pretty alright.
They played the Saturday. I didn't catch them. They're a $20 spin label mate. They're cool. I don't really listen, but you know, they're cool.
I think I saw Ebony Pendant once. I think they were okay.
Yeah, I think I was outside for that one. Apparently they were cool. I don't know. When I was checking them out on some live footage, it seemed like all the live footage like had maybe some like they were having technical issues on stage, and I was like, what the fuck? So then, you know, but you know, I know that they're sick, obviously, if they were playing that fest.
Yeah. I'm not huge into modern war metal. I like some of it. I think a band that I'm seeing here on the flyer, like Primitive Warfare, I don't know, I have a hard time getting into something like that.
Yeah, I honestly, it's not something that I listen to, and it's not particularly something I gravitate towards. Like, you know, I kind of know the feel and the style, and so I'm just like, yeah, like I'm not crazy about that shit. Like, it's, you know, and you know how I kind of feel about metal in general. Like, there's like, I feel like in I don't know this band exactly, but a lot of bands, it's like sometimes I wonder if it's just like, is it about you're just dressing up and kind of having fun and being evil, you know? And it's like, to me, it's like I see that a lot of people have fun, and it's like, yeah, oh, maybe they're, you know, serious as fuck and shit, you know? But it's kind of like, it's just like, dude, it seems fun, you know? It's like you're just playing your riffs. You're not like, you're not having to think as much. That's, you know, that's like that's how I kind of see
with
it.
like a
It's
super
different,
super
like a
primitive
different
band, you
school.
mean?
Yeah, that doesn't capture my interest at all.
Yeah, I play live for a very primitive band, and there's not much thinking required, but it is fun. I pretty much am just doing it for fun.
Right.
So yeah,
Okay,
I totally
so
get
there
it.
we go. We get an anecdotal evidence that is very fucking accurate.
Yeah, it's like you need to practice maybe a week before you have a show, and that's really about it.
Fuck, man.
That's
Hey,
the way
Void
it's been going
Ceremony
lately.
Well, Void Ceremony only practiced once because I got trapped, just like plane delays on the East Coast coming back, and there was just some fucking plane delays with that government bullshit, and then so I like missed the first practice, and when I got back, I was like, all right, here's the practice we get, and then the next day we're fucking leaving to Sacramento, so I just practiced in my hotel room, and it was totally fine. But that shit's definitely something you want to practice like every week, for a few months on, I would say.
Yeah, well, as long as you guys did. Well, how was the set?
It was great. The sound. So it was my first time playing through a full stack because they just had everything backlined. They had fucking selection, dude, and yeah, the full stack. It's real. Like it's like you've seen bands, and maybe it's like I've seen kind of bands that are kind of more noise, kind of not like a noise band, but like like that kind of death metal, like kind of ancient evil whatever style. And then it's kind of like, yeah, but when you're playing these riffs that really need to cut through and really sound fucking just clear and just a sick clarity and that grit, it was like, damn, I heard every fucking note that I played. It was beautiful. There was no muddiness. It was just clear, just pure fucking, just a nice edge.
Yeah, it's heaven when you get a good sound guy and just a good live sound.
Yeah, that venue, they didn't even have that many metal shows, but they hired this dude who like toured, I don't fucking know what bands, Jensen, fucking had this guy work for it, and dude, it was fucking, he was cool. He's a cool sound, live sound engineer. I always say, we all say sound guy, right?
Sound
like
guy.
The fucking sound guy, man. Sorry, that clipped.
No, you're good. I think we're all clipping. I'm seeing the red. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
okay, sick.
I'm seeing
we're
red.
Assaulting the audience. It's alright.
Yeah,
The piggies.
but the sound engineer, man, he handled it. Fucking dialed our tone in. The bassist, the live bassist for Void Ceremony was using just like this like stereo sound for some of the stuff, because basically on the Abditum recording, for the songs that Damon from actually Great Righteous Destroyer from Martire and Stargazer, all that, he did like 2 bass tracks in a couple parts, or like merged them. So then Ben played both parts at the same time and like put a stereo pedal, and fucking really amazing bass tone live. It was like probably the best bass tone I've ever heard, like at least for this band,
Yeah, we've talked about some of the connections with Void Ceremony and some of the Australian bands. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Sure.
First, I kind of wanted to get into our nicknames for this week. I really couldn't think of one. Paul, can you tell? Lemonhead.
Oh shit.
I couldn't think of anything. There you go. I like yours. Yours is clever. Matty Karki. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Arky.
I fucking... No one let me in on the fucking joke, you fuckers.
What kind of nickname is Garrett?
Can't remember anything. I should have just been Carrot, dude.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Hey, Garrett is a fucking title. It's not even a name. It's a fucking title. Nah.
Fred, what the fuck does your name mean? I don't understand.
Martire?
Yeah, Martire.
just clever.
That's just how I... Whenever I look at this band, that's how I think of pronouncing it.
Well, what's funny, you want to know the fucking truth. I was speaking with Denny a few months ago, who was the drummer on this, and obviously he's the mastermind of Stargazer. and we were chatting, and I was like, yeah, man. And I keep saying Martire because this is what I say.
That's what I
He's
say.
like,
Martire.
oh yeah, man, it's Martire, man. I was like, oh, but he's like, oh, you can call it whatever you want.
I knew it.
And
Of
I don't know
course,
if you
Fred
guys
the
knew
Metal
this.
Lord knows.
And this is the thing is, there it says active right on the archives, because I had asked him like maybe 2 years ago, just like, hey, is there ever gonna be any new material? And he said, nah, like that stuff's done. So
That's too bad.
Active.
I was hoping for
status,
follow-up.
I'm not. Yeah, that's straight up. They really built up that fucking from the fucking 80s. Like this is Martire, whatever. I'm gonna say Martire. That's my shit. They're fucking. That's an OG fucking band, man. That's OG right there. Fucking Australia.
Yeah, we'll get more into that in a little bit.
Oh,
you
sorry.
kinda touched
Yeah,
on.
my bad.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool.
We'll cut that out. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking cut it out, you motherfucker. No, fucking leave it.
clip it, clip it.
I kinda
We're not
wanted to
talking about the
touch-
band. We're talking about my name.
Right.
Yes.
Anyway,
That's that's all there is to it.
I wanted to touch on. Oh yeah, and also we got Garrett from VoidCeremony. Welcome in, brother.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so I wanted to touch on something that you mentioned very briefly about sort of more modern bands and where their ambitions lie, and like maybe how to move things forward. So Paul's maybe going to roll his eyes at this question because we always seem to bring this band up, but I know Garrett, you do as well. And this question is more broad, but I'll phrase it like this.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
Blood Incantation. They sort of I know. So they sort of
Yes.
they sort of present themselves
You guys
as
are always
like
picking on my favorite band, man.
I'm not even trying to pick on them. This is a genuine question.
I just bought
'Cause I know
tickets
he
to
has
see
an
them
opinion
again
on
too.
this. Yeah.
The
So-
third time I'm seeing them.
So they sort of present themselves as very ambitious, very forward thinking.
It's the future of metal.
Why is this wrong? And how can newer bands sort of escape this trap of whatever it is that they're doing wrong? Is my question.
I feel, man, thank you for asking. I feel at the core of it, it's like they didn't always show that anything was wrong, and I actually, for a little bit there, because I was not a fan of like the, kind of like the overabundance of like the merch. You saw it everywhere, and then I was like, whoa, like, the hidden history stuff. I was like, hey, there's some cool riffs, and I like that it was like a contemporary band, that this was happening, this was like a real thing, and art, it's not just the stuff we love from decades past. It was a deep level of authenticity that I saw with that. I saw the passion, and there'll be a lot of tangents in this, but I saw a lot of that passion, and that's where it was like, yeah, dude, and I get what they were thinking. And it's like, okay, they're interested, they're kind of nerds about like 70s prog stuff and krautrock, and they're all into this, and hey, that's cool, that's their thing. But then I kind of saw the shift when it was like, oh yeah, here's this ambient record. I'm like, yeah, hey, that's all right, like, do your thing. But then it was with the new release, and it's like, yeah, suddenly Century Media, and I don't know if that last thing was on it or whatever. I know like Hidden History left off on Dark Descent, but the problem is it's Century Media, and they're suddenly like, here's your huge budget, and it's like they kind of took this perspective of like, they're record store dudes, like, oh, let's, what if we made music? And like they kind of lost that magic that they had built up. And then it was like, we've already established ourselves so deeply through the psyop into the minds of people that, we could do whatever we want, and everyone is going to be okay with it, right? Because look at how we're presenting ourselves. Look at how grand we are. We're creating music too. And, shout out to my friend Eli for saying that.
Music too.
Music too. He's the one
Yeah,
that,
the
when we were
sequel.
talking. Yes. So, anyway. So that's where it's like, you're like, okay, there has to be some level of pretentious, attitudes with creation, and you kind of have, and it's like there's like there's a confidence and like with, you know, but then it's the thing that it's like it created that they're like, look at what we're doing and look our record label, because everything is like in a degree is like sent out with PR, but then it's like our record label is going to pay for us to have the best PR. We're going to be covered in Rolling Stone, and that's verifiable. That's all. And it's like talking about like, look at these dudes, they're playing jazz and they're prog rock, it's genius and it's amazing, and then you get that level of confidence.
We like Klaus Schultz, man.
Yes. And you just start seeing that, and then it's just like, yeah, like, look at us. Like, we can sit back and we're the shit. It doesn't matter what we do. Now we could just get super fucking baked and, you know, and just fucking be like, yeah, man, oh, that riff's cool, dude. It sounds like fucking Morbid Angel. And then, dude, oh, it's fucking Pink Floyd. But there's the thing is they're not bringing anything good. It's all tokens. And this will get back to your question in a second. But it's all token. Mm-hmm. It's all the token of like what they love. It's not like we're infusing what we love. We're putting a little nods and little things that make our own pioneered, you know, fucking sound and all this. It's just like it's the whole point of metal.
Maybe writing these different parts and putting them together, but each individual part is not original sounding. Is that what you kind of mean?
Yeah, like everything is kind of like, here's the token of it. Here's the token that we're a fan of 70s prog rock. Here is the token of Tangerine Dream. Here's the token of Pink Floyd and of Gorguts. Here, but there's no, also just to say, there's no good death metal riffs on that new record. It's like,
I didn't realize it had like, death metal riffs.
There's a couple, but they're not even real death metal. It's like probably like the most like neutered of like, say like early death, kind of like neutered kind of like stuff, like, you know, like Spiritual Healing, feeling like very straightforward riffs that's in there, you know, not to say the whole record, but like just some of the tracks, it's like, it just like feels just like, it's like a token, like, oh cool, there's the black metal, I'm fucking looking at the death metal, here's the token of the death metal, and it's fake, and it's just like, here it is, we did it, right? And then everyone, like, at a band practice, and one of my band practices, we were just shooting the shit after, you know, it was before we played back in April, and the bassist was like, yeah, man, that new Blood Incantation's like a prog death metal masterpiece. And I was like, at what point is it truly death metal? And like, it's like everyone kind of like looked, you know, and it's like, it, you know, we didn't get tense or anything, but it was just, the criticism is real. And anyway, that's where I think it went wrong, is that it's like you could say whatever you want in your PR. You could say, or you could say whatever the fuck you want in your statement. You can paint your band anything you want it to be, you know? Like, I don't always specifically say my influences out loud and stuff. And like, I'll be like, yeah, like, oh, a bunch of these like fusion and like Japanese video game composers fucking inspired me. But it's like, yeah, I'm not like name dropping like all the fucking sick ass metal shit that I like, that I'm inspired by, but I'm also not ripping it. I just don't feel like we need to make fandoms and make fucking more people to go into record stores and buy records. Instead, it's like, there's just more depth, just, you know, just being like, dude, you know, here's a couple things that influenced me, but you're going to hear them subtly, but you're not going to pick out every goddamn little thing. Like, I'm like, here, I'm going to insert this. Because that's like what a band Worm does, is they just ripped off a ton of bands and then just like put like, it's just like a medley of like, you know, like 90s black metal and like, you know, shit like that. Anyway, and what to tell people how to not do it, that was the end of your question, right, Dan?
Yes.
It's just simple. Just try to play what you like, but don't copy it. But then just find your own voice. Try to do something that's not just tokens of things and like showing your fandom, because that's like going and buying like those shitty Funko Pops and like the, you know, some the scale it back guy was talking about, like record collecting and Funko Pops, but that's just what my friends have always said even before I saw that. It's just like, they're just, don't put up your fake fandom. Actually be into something. Actually care, but you don't have to project it. So when you project it through your music, that's like basically just having a shelf of fucking garbage. Or like you're a consumer. You just got back from Walmart. That's kind of like injecting like shitty, worthless, devalue, or, you know, zero value fucking collectibles into your music. And you're like, look, I'm a fan of all these bands, and look, here's my shitty attempt at a Morbid Angel riff. Just don't do that. Just don't do that. That's all.
Yeah, at some point, you know, a lot of these popular bands, I know that a band like Blood Incantation and a band like Worm have been around for a while now, but I don't know how these albums of theirs are going to be looked at, you know, 20 years down the line. Are these going to be looked at like classics, or are these kind of just, are they going to be like forgotten? I almost see them as kind of forgotten things, because that's the way I sort of see them now.
It's 100%. It's just it's a quick product of the time, and that's all it is a product. It's not meant to stand the test of time. It's meant to you just buy it and it sits on your shelf, and then you fucking throw it in the trash.
What was popular at the time, in a certain sense.
People are gonna have nostalgia for it, but it's not gonna stand out to people who are like, this is truly incredible. Like, you know, like obviously the bands that we all love and shit, and the albums that we look up to. Like, that's like, you know, last way longer than, you know, any kind of product with any kind of, especially on the underground, you know.
The bands that the real metalloids listen to.
Yes, not like not the shit that's being sent to you on the Bandcamp, you know, fucking homepage, and, you know, not the stuff that's being paid for to be advertised. Like, that's the stuff that dies off, and only those people who were looking for something in life, and they gravitated towards like the most easy shit you could find, you know. And all that stuff is, you know, it's pretty much like it's like shovelware of metal. It's like, you know, it's just there. It just exists. It's there to serve a purpose, to take a place in a magazine, or on, you know, in an advertisement. And then once it's sold and someone has it, and that's it's like, thanks, you gave money to this. It's basically, to me, it's kind of like just, you know, and I don't get into all this stupid bullshit, but it's kind of just like, it's just like metal and capitalism. Just like, all right, here you go. Here's my product. Sick, dude. And it's just like, yeah, it doesn't mean substance. It's just a fucking McDonald's fucking Big Mac. It's just...
You're right. You're right about that. I mean, there are people who
like
sort of have this like eclectic, gigantic list of like encyclopedia stuff in their head. Like, I know this band and this band and this band. It's like, but are all these bands really quality? You know, that we can kind of pick and choose. I think maybe these days people are not picky enough with their metal.
I agree. I think that people want to love everything because it's a deeper sense of connection. Like on Instagram, and I saw it because of you know, hundreds of fans would follow me throughout the years. I've, you know, weeded out, and you can cut this out if you want. I'm just
we don't know. We cut nothing.
We'll just make it a robot voice.
Yeah, fuck you annoying people on fucking Instagram. But anyway,
like and subscribe, guys.
Yeah, fucking like and subscribe, motherfuckers.
That's Bunsen Burner Big Cartel.
VoidCeremony Bandcamp? No.
Yeah.
Phil Garrett CD's coming soon.
So they fucking it's just like these people, like, they're like, finally my, you know, example, Blood Incantation record arrived, right? Here's my post of it.
Finally, yes.
Finally, yes. And then
it's
like
like
other
it's
guy,
like that kid who opened the fucking Nintendo 64 on Christmas.
But that was actually good.
Yeah.
That was actually groundbreaking for the time.
I know. I got a 64 for Christmas too.
Same here. 1997. Christmas 1997.
I think I got mine a little bit later. It might have been like 2000 or something.
Still a great time, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking loved that forever.
It's still good today.
Hell yeah, it is. Depends on the game. Some stuff's purely nostalgia, right? There's some
Superman
there's some fucking
64.
good shit.
Never
My
even
sister
heard of
rented
that.
me that. My sister rented me that once because she was like, "Oh, I grabbed a game real quick at the grocery store, and I actually brought it home." And I even as like I got it's like 6 or something, 7. I was like, "Yeah, no, I'll just play what I already got. Like it's cool."
I remember we rented Glover once. I don't remember that being
Oh.
particularly good.
No.
I was interested. I saw the ad, but I never played it.
Rented the South Park game for 64 once. That wasn't very good either. All you do is throw snowballs.
Yeah.
I
not the
played
finest one.
the shit out of that. The best thing to do is this is a nostalgia game, right? Fucking cheat code it up, dude. Fucking get all the weapons from the beginning, dude. It's fun. If it's a challenge, it's kind of shitty. The controls are shitty, but with the fucking cheats, dude, and all the shit, and like it's funny. But
I couldn't
That was
figure
some
that
shit.
game out when I rented. I was like, what the fuck do you even do?
oh yeah, it's like you use the C to move, I think, and you use the stick to aim, which
I
is
think
like
I was a real dumb fuck kid because I couldn't figure out how to play, what do you call it? Donkey Kong 64. I think I eventually got it. I got up to the scary level, like level 9, where you fight the big cardboard King K. Rool or whatever.
Oh shit, dude! And there's a game right there, Donkey Kong 64, and like, was it like early? I got it in like right when it came out, or like in early 2000. I was super excited. My sister and her boyfriend at the time, and myself, we fucking beat the whole fucking game. And I was like maybe 20, and I was like, oh man, I haven't played Donkey Kong 64. Keep it in your memory. If you liked it, keep it in your memory forever. That's a game. It's not. It's too deep into the collectibles, and that's just where games kind of aged poorly. That's like they were just putting out a
heard
product.
that. I didn't feel that as a kid though. I kind of like collecting all that bullshit.
It depends on the game. Like, I feel Donkey Kong 64 didn't age terribly well, but Donkey
Right.
Kong Countries from the Super Nintendo did
Best
age really
games
well.
ever. Best games
They're
ever made.
fantastic.
Best games
No.
ever. Even the third game, people talk shit. Best game ever. I don't give a fuck.
Oh no,
I disagree.
Third
I think
game's fantastic.
Warioland is the best video game ever.
Fucking love Warioland, dude.
I'm
Yeah,
on that
it's
right
great,
now. The
but
first one.
it's no Donkey Kong Country. Second one was my
Warioland
favorite.
4 though is fucking Warioland 4 is my favorite one. I have all of them. 3's one I love the style of gameplay, and like it's like, here you get this little key, and then you got to go back to this, and you remember that one spot. Well, here now you could go back, and here here's this ability.
it's
I
Metroid-ish.
love that. It's a Metroid. Yes, fantastic. Fucking, we're on the same page.
Yeah,
Same
all
page.
right. Another Wario Lander.
Fuck yeah. I
Great
fucking got
soundtracks,
Wario Land
too.
4 on the... Dude, beautiful shit, dude. And I got... because I had 3 first. But I got Wario Land 4 when I was in 3rd grade, and I remember, like, getting at a Kmart and being so fucking excited. My mom's like, yeah, you gotta do your homework. And I was just, like, playing it. And, like, fucking beautiful game. I was eating a sandwich with just ham and cheese, and we were out of mustard, so I called it a Wario sandwich.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I got and they had the high C with the Wario and like the Game Boy Advance, whatever, all that shit. Like, yeah, you could like get some shirt if you entered. I didn't do it, but I just remember the high C and all that shit. Anyway, still a good game.
Yeah. Where was the first Game Boy Advance game? Was that like a Mario? I think it was Mario Brothers 2, the one where you like pull out radishes.
Yeah,
and shit in
Super
the
Mario
ground?
Advance was the Mario Bros 2, but the Super Nintendo version. But they tweaked like some of the they changed a little bit of it. It
Well,
wasn't
they changed
like
they changed the graphics. They like made it better.
Well, because it was originally the NES Super Mario Bros 2, which was different than the Japanese one. But then you had the Super Nintendo remake from All Stars, and then this was like a light port. I think was it completely built from the ground up? Because that would mean there would be 3, technically 4, because of the weird Doki Panic game or whatever. But that's Japan. But yeah, I don't know. That the one I played first on the Game Boy Advance was actually Mario Advance 3, which was Yoshi's Island.
Are we all back?
Oh, you're back. We've been here.
We left.
I lost
Oh
connection.
shit! Oh no!
Yeah, we're all good. Just you.
Just me. Okay. I was going to mention about that that Mario Brothers 2. I remember when the Game Boy Advance just came out, they sent me like a promo thing in the mail, like Toys R Us did or something, and it was a plastic piece of paper, but it had that scratchy thing, you know, where it's like. You remember, those things?
Yeah.
And I remember they made my mom sick when I was doing that. She's like, "Oh, stop making that sound." I just happened to remember that.
Whoa, that's sick. Yeah, man. So you ended up snagging a Game Boy Advance, or?
I got one recently, just because I have a Switch and I was playing Warioland 4. I beat that, went to Warioland 3, and then the next morning I'm like, I start playing it, and then the battery dies, and I plug it in and it won't fucking charge. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I bought a fucking SP in the first 3 Warioland games. So
fucking A, dude. Fucking A, dude.
I bit the bullet.
I just got Warioland 1 in the last few months. I haven't.
I got all the
first
first 3.
Time. Oh, sick. Yeah, I grabbed a Japanese copy I won some bid. It was extraordinarily cheap. Instead of like 25 to 30 for like just the US, I got a Japanese copy for $10 in perfect shape.
Whoa.
Sweet.
So it was a score. That's why some games, you grab them in Japanese and they're the same game. But fucking fantastic series, dude. Like really underrated. You don't hear people talking about Warioland very often, honestly.
Dan
I
got
remember
the poster.
it was a thing. What's that, Paul?
Said Dan got the poster.
I did get the poster for the not quite the outside of the rehearsal room.
Yeah.
Or it's actually it's like on the outside of the bathroom is actually where it is.
Oh shit.
It's a good spot.
Well,
That'd
you
be
can
the
see it right
flex
when you
of
walk in. You see the Warioland poster.
Oh man, nice. Okay, dude. If I just happened to be there and I didn't already know, I would have been turned and saw you, and I would have been like, "Yeah, man." Fuck.
Been like,
yeah, it would fuck. But nah,
I
man.
don't know why I
that's
just remembered.
fucking-
Go ahead, Garrett.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, fucking Game Boy Advance, great, underrated, tons of great fucking games. Like, way too much good shit. People don't even, people at that point, obviously it's it's kind of like kid thing, I think, or something. And so it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like it was a great era, like, of games. Like the early 2000s was like probably for me the last era of great games in general.
I agree. I stopped playing video games when I was probably, I don't know, maybe 12, 13. And then maybe a little bit after high school, I came back and like started to play a couple of games that I never played as a kid, like the first 2 Legend of Zeldas for the 64. So I got to those late, but they were still really good. So
those
I think
are games that are
and I think I
timeless.
finally like got to Wario World too, which was a lot of fun. I remember getting really stoned with my friend and playing that when I should have been writing a fieldwork report for my senior project.
Fuck. Hey, time better spent memories, dude. Fuck the project, dude.
Yeah, seriously. Those projects were so stupid. I remember like one of the rules for the senior project was you can't make any money off of your project. And it's like, what kind of fucking lesson is that for high school? It's like, oh, do work. You don't get any money, though. It's like, what is this? Really,
That
what
was
is
a
this?
rule? Like, that's... It
Yeah,
makes
that
you
was like
seem,
one of the
it's
rules.
kind
You
of
cannot
random
make
'cause
money.
At the same time, because I wouldn't think, like, of trying to make money with this cool project. That's funny that they actually... It's like on the print. It's just like, yeah, hey,
Well, it was supposed to basically be like a career type project. Like you basically do a job. Yeah.
Sure.
What I did was I like.
So you're like really
rebuilt
making money. You're like, fuck.
Yeah. Like I rebuilt a car for my senior project, and not even all of it. I just like put some
shit.
parts on it, and I'm like, oh, this is what I did, and this is what I did. And you have to kind of write an essay. You have to write an essay.
put the wipers back on.
detailing every little thing that you do, and it has to. And to be like, and then I picked up a hammer and I hammered the, and it's like you have to write very detailed. It was very dumb.
It was like a
And I
special
remember
ed
my
class?
it wasn't a, no, it was for the whole school.
Okay, I was just fucking. No, I was fucking with you. I was fucking with you.
It wasn't special. How did you know that?
Yeah, and then my helper had the. No, I'm just kidding.
My helper helped me put my diaper back on.
They hit the space bar for
You
me.
did it yourself, and
I
you
just
got
hit the
you got
letters.
more. You got a higher grade because you did it yourself.
You just reminded me of a good story. I don't think I've ever told on the podcast. I may or may not
shit.
have.
Here we go.
Freshman year, high school, there was a special
episode
ed
30.
kid. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
No. That was a different special ed kid. So there was a special ed kid that sat at this big table, like this group table in our freshman art class, and he had a helper with him, this Mexican dude, and the kid said something about like. He's like, I want all the students to smoke tobacco. And he's like, yeah, smoking joints, man. And then he goes, I want all the students to wear diapers. And he's like, what? The helper's like, what? And he said, the kid goes, I want to make pajamas out of diapers. He goes, what? The helper's looking around like, what the fuck? And then the kid yells out in the middle of class. He goes, tobacco! And everybody looks like, what? What the fuck?
That's fucking.
I remember there was another kid in that same class. He wasn't special. He was just like Vietnamese or something, and he didn't speak English very well. And we had to do these like linoleum. We had to do this like we had to carve in linoleum. It's kind of like a Japanese type of art style or something. And you basically like put a print over it, and then you like it looks like a stamp or something. So we had to like choose out of a book like what letter, and the teacher would call on us, and you go, oh, I get number 2, number 3, number 4, whatever. And they call this kid, his name was Bing. And she goes, Bing? And he goes, 35. I think that art teacher also had a suicide silence poster in her classroom. I'm not sure why.
Oh, that's tragic.
Wait,
I have a question. Got her that. That was in the big deathcore boom.
What? Okay, so this must
or
have
2009.
been,
Sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say 2009 because that was because I stayed very clear of it. Fucking, they were like my sworn enemies, like the deathcore.
Me too.
kids.
I hated that shit, and I hated those people, and they hated me.
Good.
And you know what? I liked it.
Fucking bad. Same
It's
here.
just the law of it's just the law of nature.
Fuck those people. Yep. And that's funny because 2009.
Get those posers!
Dude, they didn't like anything fucking good, man. And they called it death metal. So when I first heard it, what they called death metal in 2008, this was right before I heard true death metal, like, you know. And these dudes were playing it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't like death metal, man. And like I was like, yeah, it's like, what the fuck? What even is that? And then I heard Entombed and Carcass, and was just like, dude, and it was all different from there. And I tried to be like, oh, have you guys, you know, and this is when you're at high school, where you're like, hey, have you guys heard Death, right? And they're like, oh, that's, you know, that's some old, you know, some old man classic rock kind of stuff. I'm like, and so,
that's old retard shit.
Fucking, and this kid, like, I was always in detention, 10th grade in detention for literally the entire year. It was called Transitions, but
damn.
Was
it special ed detention?
Yes, actually. And this fucking kid was sitting there, and I was like, hey, Alex, I was like, what's your favorite death metal band? Because I knew they didn't actually know any fucking death metal, right?
Right.
And he's like, probably Whitechapel. And this like dude
Fuck
Chad
yeah.
and cracks his knuckles. And I was just like, that shit isn't even fucking death metal, man. Like, what the fuck? And like the teacher like was like, hey, Garrett, like stop talking, because we were supposed to be working like on our like stack of homework that, you know, because I was behind.
He like hits his radio. He's like, he's spurging out.
Yeah, it was a fucking spurg out fucking moment, of course, dude. You fucking, like, what the fuck? You know, those kids were my fucking enemies, dude. I was a dumb kid, but fucking, I was like, dude, fuck, I'd rather not have any friend. And, you know, my friends that were into metal, you know, were fucking chill. But the ones, it was the kids I went to school with, they fucking, they like the worst shit. The fucking scene kids, man.
Yeah, because when we were in high school, that was like the big, that's when it was like immensely popular.
Yeah,
everyone
it was just like one of the
deathcore and
like,
hardcore and all that stuff.
It was like one of the default like personalities.
Yes,
you had
back then you had the swag kids and you had the scene kids, and then you had like maybe one or two metal guys, and then you had like punk rock guys who were all a bunch of, I'm not even gonna say it, but you know.
That's fucking funny.
Some of those people did get really mad when you would insult their favorite bands. I remember some Mexican kid had a Winds of Plague t-shirt. I'm like, band sucks, and he looked at me. He wanted to fight.
That's fair.
Yeah, dude. they couldn't handle that. They were basically just being just corporate fed stuff, just like what was cool, and like that's what all those kids collectively were into, and I rejected that from the beginning of it all. But it was also the fact that it was like, wow, this music sucks, because at the time it was like that freshman year was just like all thrash and like melodic death metal, Children of Bodom, finding my way into
Children of Booty.
Yeah, dude, fucking get it, getting it, right? But it was just I don't know, I couldn't connect with them at all on music, and then when in that fall of fucking 2008, that's when I heard like Creator, Pleasure to Kill, and it's just like fuck, and that's like it's proto death metal.
Fred be getting goosebumps.
Well, that shit fucking was, it just, to me, it was like, this is the shit. This is the shit. And of course, then that year was, tons of shit, technical thrash, like fucking Corner, getting into Holy Terror, and that was just like,
Hey, you said the band, Holy Terror.
Yeah.
Do unto others what others do unto you.
Dude, that shit's the fucking sickest fucking shit, dude, that song.
I think that band is one of it's part of a new genre that we need to coin, ultimate metal. It's one of the ultimate metal.
Yeah, because it has everything. It's like speed, heavy metal, technical thrash, like totally fucking. You get everything. You get like a little
ultimate
bit of
metal
that,
has to combine a few things. I think that's the rule.
And this shit's fucking lightning
as a genre
fast
tag
on that second fucking
Mind
second
Wars.
record, dude. Mind Wars, dude. But the fuck, it's the broken. It's where the cross is broken.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's where it's like fucking. That is the fastest shit, dude. Some of that shit's so fucking fast.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking love it. That's a big influence on me and my guitar playing, by the way.
Nice.
That's like mostly technical thrash stuff and like whatever. That's like very that's not like specifically technical thrash, but in my mind it's like it's fucking there. But it's like that's all major influence on my playing, like fucking some of the greatest music ever. But
before I forget,
anyway.
Before I forget, you said you mentioned something about being in detention. That reminds, I didn't have detention a lot in high school. I only had it maybe once or twice. But I remember going in there once.
In detention? No, I'm just
This kind of involves, again, a special ed kid. But this was detention. The one of two times that I had detention in high school.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and
What'd
there's
you
this
do to your
kid.
helper?
What's that? No. Listen. There's this kid. I had seen him around before. I think his name was Patrick, and he was this fat, very pale ginger kid, and he was dressed like a wigger, and I don't think I had usually seen him dressed like that, but like one of the remember that big tall security guard that we used to know, Paul, the one who tripped down the stairs, whatever his name was,
Yes,
Jordan.
yeah.
Remember Jordan?
Yeah.
So Jordan goes into the detention room and he like squats down to Patrick's desk. And they're talking about like why he got detention, and I guess it was because Patrick drew a weed leaf on his folder or something. and the security guard is like, "Come on, Patrick, this isn't you, man.
Be better."
It's like, you're not really a wigger, dude.
I think he was like a juggalo, bro.
He was a juggalo. Okay.
Oh god.
There was like him, and then there's this other kid that was like
Who, Big Red?
No, there's another ginger kid.
Another ginger, the third ginger.
Yeah,
The third and
he-
final
no.
ginger.
He was actually a juggalo. Like we would
The
talk
ginger
about
that
that.
everywhere.
and all gingers.
We would talk about that shit. It was so funny. Shout
That's
out Gerald. Gerald the ginger.
Gerald the
Good old
ginger.
Gerald.
Gerald Ginger.
They had to
Okay.
alliterate his name too. That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, I know this may be a little late getting into this, but Garrett, your band has been around for what, about 10 years now? A little bit more?
Yeah, actually,
12
we
years.
just hit 12 years. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Thanks, Mr. Metal Archives guy.
Yeah, you got
Yeah, there you go. Metal Archives. So yeah, dude. Maybe we can get into a little bit of story time from you. What is the band history of Void Ceremony? How does this thing get started, and how do you get connected to Crimson Massacre, dude, and Martire, dude, and Phil Tukis too? How does the whole thing start off and shape out?
Well, shit, man, and I'll try and catch me if I go on too many tangents. But
No, you're good. Go for it, dude.
All right, we're back from our worst, accident we had, where we got some audio that was deleted or couldn't be saved. But we're back on a Saturday.
Worst accident. We also shit in our pants.
yes,
Yeah, I don't know how we all coordinated that, but it happened.
We're just really cool, and we were able to be really cool on Saturday.
Yeah, and I think Fred's still changing. We'll see if he comes back.
Fred's changing his diaper. He'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about before we started recording?
We were talking about how we've previously on this show said, like, you don't need to listen to metal. Who cares, metal, whatever. Even though this is a metal show, but we're kind of being a little bit facetious. But it's kind of like, who cares? We get it. Most people don't like metal, and we're like, you know what? That's okay. But then thinking about it for 1 second, we're like, you know what? It's not okay. Fuck you. That's basically the bottom line. If you're not deep into metal, fuck you.
True.
Did I hear Fred's voice just now?
No.
Okay, I thought I heard Fred go, nice. Welcome back, Garrett, to the Bun Bun recording podcast. Thank you.
Oh, thanks for having me. This is the Wariolander podcast.
True. I beat like a whole world of Warioland in like a night and a car ride, so I'm happy about that. I just beat that big fucking bird that spits out the little birds. So I'm happy.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, that's good. You don't get car sick?
Playing. No, man, I'm used to it. I used to do that shit when I was a kid all the time. Me and my cousin would be in the back seat, aunt and uncle driving long trip to Laughlin or to the desert or something, and fucking we'd Game Boy it up. I remember I had one of those rectangular Game Boy Color carrying bags.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fucking pack that thing.
Hell yeah, dude. I had that shit, dude. I had that.
You're like, yeah, I don't know how long 2 hours is, but this should be good.
I don't know. I don't know why I don't think about those moments more often, because I just thought of it right now as Garrett brought up Warioland again. But yeah, God, those were great moments. Being on a long ride, playing fucking Game Boy, and even after that, I remember going on trips with my parents and just like that when we would go in the motorhome, and I would just be like laying on the couch and listening. I remember listening to the Vektor album when it came out, the second one, Outer Isolation.
Oh, the second one, right?
Yeah, and it was just a nice memory.
Did you see them back in the day when they were first playing? Like, I caught them on the first tour they did, Black Future, and like, like January 2010. Yeah, I saw them, and I saw them about 5 times or 4 times after that. So I've seen every track off Black Future, and then the Outer Isolation. That was sick. And then after that, I kind of was like, yeah, but Black Future, has remained nostalgic. Wow, that's a good era. That was a fun time. Black Future, Outer Isolation, shit.
Yeah, I know Paul wasn't too big on thrash at that point, but that was kind of my original obsession was like thrash, like as far as the extreme stuff goes.
Same, man.
Well, yeah, because I mean, we're just about the same age. So when we were in high school, I think, or maybe even a little bit before that, when I was in middle school, that's when the thrash reboot thing was kind of. Yeah. It was sort of at the tail end already, because I did see Vektor in probably 2008 or 9.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think it was before Black Future came out. I think it was when they just had like a demo or something.
Yeah. had
Yeah, they were
like,
really dope.
structural mines and shit.
Yeah, they were really good. Their main dude, I think his name is David or something. I remember he was wearing the Assassin Interstellar Experience T-shirt when I first saw them at a place called the Mutant House in Chino Hills.
That's like what's I think I've seen Ex Mortis there.
Oh, you've been to that place, the Mutant House?
Yeah, I don't remember. I think so. Yeah, I used to see all those bands. Fucking.
That place was it was a backyard. It was somebody's house, and they just like set up a tent, like a big long tent, and that was the venue. It was really cool.
I'm probably confusing it with something else in that area, but yeah, like that.
Maybe you're thinking the Riff House.
That might have been it. Yeah, because I used to play Magic with Conan.
Oh, okay. Well, Conan was actually at the last Galicia show randomly. I was like, hey.
Oh, shit.
Like, I don't know. I know him. We know of each other, but we really kind of... I don't think we've ever hung out and had a full conversation. We just kind of know of each other.
Ah, I see. Yeah, he's cool.
He's like friends of some local friends.
Oh, yeah. You're in that whole area, Whittier.
Yeah. I think they were the band that made it out of this city.
Damn. Yeah, that's fucking cool, man. Yeah, that was a big influence to me as a teenager. There was a point at the Metaphor in Escondido, the Metaphor Cafe. That was my like regular kind of hangout. They let me jump up, or he let me jump up and do a solo in just like A minor, and I just played some like E F B C, like it was like some like Japanese sounding scale. I just like improvised, and then it goes like da 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 at the end, and that was a good time. I think that was like 2011. Yeah, that's probably about 2011.
Okay, yeah, that's already a little bit late, I think, for when I was originally seeing them, because a friend of mine knew them because they like went to the rival high school, but they were like the kind of the most known metal band at the time. And we really didn't know much at that point. At that point, we were listening to like just kind of the basics: Slayer and Metallica and Exodus and whoever else. For whatever reason, at that time, my favorite band was Gwar.
Oh,
I thought that was like the manliest band you could listen to.
Because they got their cock out on stage, fucking.
Yeah, they got the big cocks, they got the big shoulders, big dreams, and you know.
Well, I saw him once. I saw him once and I watched 2 songs and left. It was because I went, and that was during that time. It was for like Ghoul. I wanted to catch Ghoul.
What was it? Was it with Dave Brocky or was it with the other guy?
I believe it was the original guy. I don't know. I saw just walked out during Gwar, and I was just like, yeah, I don't fucking care, man.
Oh wow. Yeah, I never got to see them. But we did see Ghoul a couple of times. There was a point. You probably heard of a place called the Chain Reaction, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we went there. Wait, what am I thinking of? Oh, no. Okay, so I went there in probably 2007, and I saw Toxic Holocaust, and I was pretty young at that point. I think I was probably a freshman in high school, and there was this guy, like this older guy there, and his vest was full of like homemade patches. Basically, what he did was like he cut out like little squares and rectangles of just a piece of a white T-shirt, and then he would like draw the logos on. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of a cool idea. So I did that a little bit, and Paul took it to the extreme because he saw that I did that, and he did. His entire vest was like he didn't buy anything. It was just like these white, like homemade patches.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
And at the Ghoul show, they spray blood, so all his white patches got like just like stained red.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh fuck, that's an experience.
Yeah, my Frightmare vinyl too. The fucking.
Did it get fucked up?
Yeah. There was like no plastic sleeve over it, so the shit got all bent.
Oh man. Yeah, it's always an inconvenience at any show is buying fucking merch. Like usually they'll be chill and be like, hey, can I stash that? Like when Decrepit Birth, I think maybe 2 times ago, I was like, hey, can I just stash this right here? And Bill was like, yeah, sure. And I did that for my buddy when VoidCeremony played at the Wretched Rights Fest a couple weeks ago. Like I stashed a couple of my buddy's stuff for them. Just like, yeah, sure. Stash it back here.
Are you a decrepit birth guy?
Help, decrepit girth shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, yes, I indeed am a fan since high school.
Oh, okay. I think that's one of the I won't say one of the few bands, but one of the bands that me and Paul really not hate, but just don't care for. I don't know. I think Paul has more of maybe an ethos about this, but like, because Paul, I know you've been into tech death for a long time, and like you're kind of getting back into it in a more like underground way, and everyone seems to be like up your ass about fucking not liking Hate Eternal. Hating Hate Eternal. No one quite gets it, and everyone's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, I think it's probably my worst take besides my gay hating of thrash.
Yeah, that's his nickname on the show. One of our listeners, it's a Japanese kid. He called Paul the gay thrash. No, it was Poser Paul the gay thrash hater. That was what it was.
So wait, but wait, Paul, you're the dude who likes blood incantation?
No, that was a joke last time.
Oh, I was gonna be like, get the fuck out of here, man. What the?
Wait, who likes blood incantation?
Because I think we were talking about it, and then I was like, oh no, my favorite band.
Yeah, no, because Dan, you were like, oh no, this is his. I know this is his favorite band, and I was like,
no,
ooh, like,
no. I just said like Paul's gonna roll his eyes because it seems like very often we bring up blood incantation.
Yeah,
and I remember at some point years ago, Paul's like, let's not bring this band up again. We bring them up too much.
Yeah, it's on the bingo card.
Hey, they had to be bingoed into oblivion. All right, we had to speak about the fucking truth on the goddamn podcast. It was relevant. It's relevant in the goddamn, it's permeating. It's the new gateway for kids, It's the new weed for kids, and they're getting into fucking harder shit,
Going back to what we were originally talking about, the like fuck you if you don't like metal or whatever.
Yeah.
I was watching Paul, you might remember that like goth chick with the white painted face, that YouTuber that we've been shitting on lately. I was watching
Mortis chick or not Mortis, Mutilation.
Her name is what the fuck is her name? Her name is like Dimitri something.
Gotcha.
She paints her face white. She's like a goth girl that's like metal or something. But I was in line for In-N-Out today, and I had nothing to watch. I'm like, what the fuck? Whatever, I'll hate watch this. So they were like, it was her and her boyfriend, and they're like ranking metal subgenres for whatever reason.
I have to see it.
And they at some point she goes, I hate Manowar, fuck Manowar. I'm like, you know what? That's the litmus test. Fuck you. You don't like Manowar? Yeah, you know what? You're done, pal. You're done, bitch. I hate you. See, Manowar haters, get out. I don't even want you listening to this show. Out.
Yeah, if you don't like them, keep it to yourself.
Yes, or keep it to yourself. Garrett's like ready to fucking.
So this has been a good returning session.
Yeah.
Well, no, and that's the thing is like metal to us is much more of like it's just like a deep thing, like all the years of being a kid and being into it, and by this point fucking 30s, it's just like it's a part of our life. It's like, yeah, it's something we love, but it's like it's not something it's not something to be all gay about, I guess. And like a lot of the people, like that's just their thing, is just like, yeah, dude, metal, it's their entire identity, and it's
their thing is being gay about it.
Yes.
Got it. Oh, I found her. Her name is Chamber Graves. One word. That's her name.
Oof. Yeah, I'll remember that, so I can also hate watch.
I brought this up on the last episode with our previous guest. Metal Meltdown. That's another good hate watch. I hate that fuck.
Oh, he's like, the Metal Meltdown! And then there's like where he reviews VoidCeremony, and he's like, He's like, entropic reflections, continuum, dimensional, unravel. It's like the Futurama, like Welcome to the World of Tomorrow. It's like, yeah, it's like a theater kid kind of dude. Like he just does reviews, and it's just like it's funny, dude. And he gets super fucking drunk on his live streams and shit, and like is like fucked up, and it's like, dude, be careful.
He goes, greetings, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Whoa.
That's hard. That's a hard watch. I watched that the other day to kind of catch a VoidCeremony review for a second. He he didn't know what the influences were. I was like, what the fuck? But he was like, oh, it's good. So I was like, okay. Because before he's kind of, he didn't, whatever. I don't give a fuck what that guy thinks, but.
I sort of changed my mind about metal YouTubers kind of a lot. One day I hate them. One day I will defend them.
Yeah.
I do it a lot. I have a soft spot for the sort of metal lolcows. I feel for these people.
There's some legends.
I am
out
you.
There. There's some legends like Chanel, dude. Fucking, you gotta know Chanel.
Yeah, of course.
That's the legend. That's that. His band blocked me because I said some shit about some like shitty death metal band, and I got blocked. I thought it was funny as fuck.
His band?
And he was like, that dude's disrespectful.
This guy fucking disrespectful, dude.
He's like, dude, when I broke my neck, dude, he was disrespectful, dude. And no, yeah.
It's like we're on the internet. Don't you understand? It's okay to be disrespectful. Hello.
That's the point.
That is kind of the point.
That's someone that's like that's their whole life. It's like that's their whole life is their YouTube and their vinyl collection, and like that's it's kind of it's just
that's rough.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, I can't imagine metal being that big a part of my life, but at the same time, I can't really imagine it not being. Like, I see normies and I see what they do. They watch sports and they like, I don't know, Gods of War, and I'm like, how do you live? What do you do? How are you talking?
Yeah, people who indulge in like the most surface, like Funko Pop reality of like anything of taste of like music, fucking video games. I think is like, I don't know, because you have like, it's like how easy something is to get into. Like with metal, it's like I think I mentioned it. It's like it's as simple as getting the Suffocation Effigy of the Forgotten T-shirt and a Spotify subscription, and you're into metal, right? Well, with games, it's kind of like it's like slop too. It's like they're like, oh, here you go, here's your slop, eat it up. And I feel like that's the thing with games is at least we, it's the same thing with like actually playing an instrument, but with games, it's like like there's a barrier for entry. If you're not good, you're not getting in.
Yeah.
And with metal, I feel like there's a lot of leniency. It's like it's such like a corporate thing to sell it and to fucking it's like hey, anyone can go ahead and buy some merch, or it's like I'm a metal guy now, cool, dude. And
but that attitude, yes, you should have that, but you should probably be like 12 or 13. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really know about 40. Even like 21, there's something about that. It's like, relax a little bit. You're a person. You are not a god because you are buying a record.
Yeah.
I think people kind of take it that way at certain points.
Yeah, and you see a lot of that, and it's for me. It's just like I started ignoring it because it was too funny. It's too funny to see that, your entire identity is like your colored vinyl collection. Like, yes, my colored vinyl, finally, it showed up in the mail. My friend got it. Now I'm cool too. Until tomorrow, and then
fucking J-Dog's always like, got that blue and yellow splatter. Looks clean as fuck.
He's just trying to make that fucking sale, dude. It's just trying to fucking sell.
He like shows his t-shirt, he goes, clean as fuck!
Goddamn.
Maybe I should catch up on some of his episodes. I have not watched him in quite a while.
Admittedly, I don't watch much metal YouTube. Like,
Are you telling me you're ducking the dog?
there's the occasion where I catch the dog, you know, where I catch the devils. But
Call this guy the dog catcher.
But nah, mostly just watching like shit, just yapping about fucking retro games and like, you know, and whatever is interesting, you know, there's all kinds of shit, but fucking just, you know, just autistic nerds who really do their research on retro shit, you know, sometimes it's just nice just to have it in the background.
Yeah, totally. I get that. I think some of the Let's Play channels, that's what I do that with. Well, mainly just Oni plays like fucking like rewatches or like random, when YouTube just puts on random shit. And I'll just be like, okay,
Yeah.
this is fine.
Yeah, so you can eat your in and out.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like sitting
yeah.
there like trying to find something on the food is just sitting
Well,
there,
it's
and you're
sometimes it's difficult to find anything. You're like, God, I don't want to watch any of
Yeah.
this shit. And
Straight
for
up.
whatever reason, it's even hard to like pull up Hulu or something. You're like, I don't want to watch any of this shit.
It'd be better just to eat without even putting anything on at that point, right?
I still got to
That's
finish
been-
the Norm Show. I have been enjoying that though.
I don't even know what the fuck that is, man.
Norm Macdonald, remember Norm Macdonald, the comedian?
Oh.
Yeah, he had a
yes.
sitcom in the early 2000s. Pretty
Oh,
good.
I
It's all on
don't know
YouTube
it.
now.
But he is a classic. But shit, man, yeah. Shit, man, I don't pay much attention to much fucking shit anyway.
I started watching Game of Thrones. It's all right.
Yeah, it's decently entertaining.
I think I've only got through one episode actually.
Oh,
But
shit.
it seems okay. I've heard good things. I'm giving it a try. I mean, it seems to be up there with like the best TV shows that have existed. Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and again, I'm not a super TV boy.
Okay, I'm TV head.
I think there's lately I've been watching. I mean, I always am watching the animated Tick series.
I think I meant to watch that at some point, but I've never gotten into the Tick. I know of the Tick. Was the animated? Because I know there was an animated one and then like a live action one, right?
Yeah, there was.
And Patrick
some
Warburton is the Tick.
90s right in the 2001. Tick.
Did you know
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
Paul?
No.
You can look up the Tick Patrick Warburton and he's in the costume.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, but the 94 to 96 run from Fox Kids is fucking, that shit's fucking fantastic.
Okay, I'll give that a try.
Yeah. Just catching that. Like I mostly just throw on cartoons and shit, just like, you know, while I'm chilling. Like, of course, Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's
Mhm.
Modern Life.
Yeah, Rocco was pretty good.
I like the 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon reboot from Fox. That's
Not a
good
Ninja
shit.
Turtle guy. Seems
Ah.
too Reddit for me. I'm half
Gotcha.
kidding, but
Hey, you know, do your thing, man. It's nostalgia.
I was big. If there's anything that's close to that I was into, super villains and shit. I like the Venture Brothers a lot. That was pretty good.
You know, I believe the dude from Venture Brothers was a writer for the Tick and the Karma Tornado. Who's that fucking guy? Hold on, I got it right here.
He's got a weird look. He's got like a super villain look. He looks like some kind of emo, or he looks like the albino from the Venture Brothers. His name is Doc Hammer. Is that who you're talking about?
No, I forgot. It's the actual writer. I fucking forgot the name, but it's the fucking writer. He wrote for the Tick comic in the 90s, and then he did Venture Brothers, I believe.
Huh. Yeah, I just looked up that writer, Doc Hammer. It says he performed in gothic rock bands Requiem in the White House Requiem in White from 85 to 95, and Morse Syphilitica from 95 to 2002.
And it's Christopher McCulloch.
Christopher McCulloch. Let me see. Not Christopher Columbus. Christopher.
No. He he was a writer and a voice on the show. And he wrote
he did,
for a
he
lot
did
of the
Super
Tick
Jail
stuff.
too. All right.
Oh, fucking love Super Jail. God.
Yeah,
damn,
early
that-
Super Jail was pretty good.
All the Adult Swim fucking shit, Super Jail, Squidbillies. Mr. Pickles was fucking a surprise that I fucking caught in the last few years. That was
Did you like
fucking-
that? I didn't like Mr. Pickles. I thought it was I thought it was just kind of like overly offensive, and it's not like it doesn't translate to being funny. That's just the way I felt about it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. The intro was kind of
But,
funny.
Yeah, see, that shit, I like that shit, but it's, it's...
I kind of
yeah,
wanted to give. Oh, go ahead.
No, what are you saying?
I was gonna give a debriefing about what's going on with me right now. That's what I was gonna do. So I'm at the shop right now, Paul. I'm drinking. I can't remember the last time I drank beer on this show, and I can't remember the last time I recorded at the shop.
Seems like over a year now.
It's been a long time. I got no internet at my house. There was a power outage yesterday, and like the internet
God
won't go back
damn.
on.
Yeah.
And at the same time, my parents are like redoing their bedroom, so they're sleeping in the living room. It's like Willy Wonka, you know, where all the grandparents are like in the fucking living room. It's like that. So I like come in last night. It's like 3 a.m. I'm like wasted. There they are, right there on the fucking bed. So it's like a new challenge here.
Might as well just go through the back.
It's the house is so small, it doesn't even matter. Front, back, it doesn't matter. And then the tile guy's there this morning, and he has his fucking kids helping out, and I'm like sleeping, and they're making all this noise, like banging on the fucking walls and shit. So it's just I've been like the last 2 nights, I've been very nomadic. I've just been in my car. I've been here at the shop. Like there's no reason for me to be home.
Yeah, that's what I did last night. I went and I parked at the post office for a little while because the neighbor was playing some loud music, and they can hear the trombone like really loud. It's fucking. It was like boom 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 boom. I was like,
Well, like
fuck,
the
dude.
Bonda music.
Yeah, it's just some fucking It was like, damn it, it was fucking loud as shit. So I took.
We
a
don't
little
get that
trip
too
myself.
often, but every once in a while on a Saturday night, you get that shit till like 1 a.m. It's like, man,
Yeah.
why is it so loud? Fuck you.
This was a live show in someone's backyard. This was
Oh, wow.
a performance right there. Yeah, I hear it pretty often.
But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I had to get a new beer. It's all right. It's called Chief Peak. That's not interesting. Beer names. Me dropping beer names is not interesting. But when I went to the liquor store, I had the guy pay some with cash, pay some with the card, and so he had to like cancel the transaction. And the machine made this fucked up sound when he pressed the cancel button. It was like, I'm like, and I stopped for a second. I look at the guy. I'm like, is that the noise that it makes when it cancels? He goes, yeah, it's really ugly. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking insane sounding. What the fuck is that?
Is that just this location, or is that fucking anywhere? Now I kind of want
That's the first time I've ever heard this. I've yeah, I've never heard that before. But yeah, like I said, I was out last night, and I was just kind of drinking and driving. Well, like I said on the show before, everything I say here is not real. Like this is all made up stuff.
Yeah, we're just
To protect me from.
making it up, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So and
It's
then
a
a cop.
role play. It's a live role play.
I see a cop pulling into the fucking Carl's Jr. and I'm like, oh, he's gonna go through the drive-through. Nope, he pulls up right behind me and it's like, oh, fuck. So you're coming like you're like, be cool.
All this happened in Warioland, right?
Yeah, this happened in Warioland, exactly. Wario was drinking and driving in his pink Cadillac or whatever that car is that he drives.
Why do you think he doesn't have that car anymore, man?
Oh my god!
Shit got impounded.
Yeah.
That's why he's got that motorcycle.
Yeah. I
He quit
ended
going on
up at
adventures and shit. Now he just tries to make money with fucking making games.
I ended up at Anthony's. I don't know what is with these guys in the group chat. I just see my name constantly. Dan. You guys have fucking lives? What's the matter with you people? Shit.
You always got apple pie.
Yeah.
They always want
Yes.
apple pie.
So I pick up Robert. We go to Anthony's, and I don't remember what happens. It's kind of concerning Rob's court case, and Anthony's just like, yeah, fucking retard. You're a fucking retard. And Robert's like, he's like, you don't have a fucking job, my guy. And it's like the girlfriend's there, and it's just like, oh, it's like a whole fucking thing, and I'm just like, jeez Louise. And I'm showing Rob Der Sturmer. He's like, yeah, that's pretty good. One last thing I wanted to bring up that we kind of just or that I just came up with, the name Eric Clapcheeks, that kind of reminded me of Beetlejuice from the Stern Show when he's antagonizing some wrestler and calls him Slapnuts. He's like, hey, Slapnuts. He goes, what you call me? He goes, yeah, it's your name, Slapnuts. And he like smacks him with a guitar and it like breaks over his fucking back. I think he's wearing a Superman outfit too. If I remember, I'll post that on the Instagram thing with the post. I'll put the Slapnuts clip.
Sure. Hey, that'd be fucking perfect.
I don't know why I wrote Galicia in my notes. Maybe because we started writing new material, and
I heard about that.
unanimously,
Julian.
Paul and Julian are like fire. So good. You like how I did the Julian voice? Ah, that's fire, dude.
Wait, Paul, are you affiliated? I don't know the lineup and shit.
Yeah, I play drums.
No, fucking hell, dude. Oh man, excellent. Now the circle is complete. Okay, now I fucking get it.
Yeah.
Right. I wrote something in my notes, but I cannot read it. I just wrote the name Martire, but I wrote it really fucked up. I like spelled it like Fred did last time.
Hell yeah.
Something that I wanted to bring up last time that I didn't get to, concerning the Void Ceremony sound and like some of the like almost neoclassical kind of styles that you do. I saw that you posted a Cassiopeia, that Japanese like city pop jazz fusion band. Are you into that stuff at all?
Yeah, that's what I like. Like
yeah, me too.
T Square.
T Square, yeah, they do the Mario. Dun, 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 dun. I think that's where the star theme came from.
It has that feel. It has that fucking feel for sure. Like they both have these different vibes. Like I feel like with Cassiopeia they got some crazier jazz chops, and I feel like with T Square there's a lot more like emotive kind of leads and like feelings I get. You know, it's like
T Square feels a lot more adventurous in their writing.
Yes.
Cassiopeia
it's not as shreddy.
Yeah, Cassiopeia is shreddy, but it's almost shreddy in a way like Sonic Adventure music would be or something.
Yes. Sonic Adventure, that's a fucking game and soundtrack that I really enjoy.
The first one didn't have Crush 40 on it, did it?
I don't know.
No, I don't think it did. It had a bunch of weird like
second.
ambient and like jazz fusion tracks if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, it's a phenomenal. I frequently listen to that and jam to it. Actually, that's one of my favorite games. Like even on Steam, you get the fucking you get the DX when it's on sale for cheap, and just put the Dreamcast mods, and it fucking runs incredible on a fucking PC.
Yeah, it was Adventure 2. That was the one with the like pop punk Crush 40 soundtrack.
Yeah, like dun 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 dun. Yeah, that shit's fucking funny. That's like I was like a
Live
little
and
kid
Learn,
playing that
and
when I was like 7.
Yeah, it plays Live and Learn when you're fighting the big lizard in space. Kind of epic.
Yeah, that's when you're Supersonic and Hyper Shadow.
Yeah, they just totally ripped off Dragon Ball Z. It's insane.
Yeah, Sonic.
Did you ever see that, Paul?
No.
At the end of Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow and Sonic go Super Saiyan. They turn yellow and they glow and they're in space and they're flying around. It's like, yeah, that's Dragon Ball Z. Did you think that nobody knew that? Do you think nobody would notice?
That's like Cloud's design is supposed to be like Gohan with the like the Piccolo kind of gear, like where it's just the purple gi.
Yeah, with the cool pointy shoes.
Cell. Yeah, it's like that's where Cloud got a lot of that from the fucking design from fucking Final Fantasy VII.
There was a weird kind of city pop deep cut. I forget the guy's name. I think it was Hariyamo Hanzu or something. He had that song Sportsman. You ever hear that?
I might have heard it just playing through a playlist because I listen to a fucking fuck ton of music.
It's not quite what you would expect from city pop as far as like, you know, the Plastic Love, like the girly kind of stuff. It's more I don't even know how to the album's called Philharmony by Hariomi Hasano is his name. Sportsman. It's like dark wave meets video game music. It's very strange.
Yeah, I got it queued up to check out.
The chorus, he goes, "I'll be a good sport. I'll be a sportsman."
Yeah.
And that's kind of how the lyrics or the vocals sound too. So
Yeah,
that's something people can look up.
Toshiki Katamatsu.
Which one is he?
He's also doing some really good like fusion, like kind of city pop kind of stuff. It's got like The Sea Is a Lady. It's got some good...
That guy. That he was like the second biggest name in city pop, I think, right?
Yeah, he is popular. Yeah.
Or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but I do remember The Sea Is a Lady. That might have been that super like jazzy guy. Did he have a fucking album with an airplane on it, or am I thinking of something else? I have a huge collection of this stuff in fucking iTunes. I would have to like look into this stuff again.
Shit, man, sounds like you got a fucking good collection. Yeah, with this stuff, I just fucking listen on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
That's mostly my YouTube listening is the Japanese video game soundtracks and the fusion and like random demos. Just been going through shit trying to find something sick lately and like nothing really sticking.
I know that stuff is sort of normie. It got really popular around like 2017 era. But it's like I feel like that's a great thing to be unearthed. A friend of mine showed me the main song Plastic Love and I was like, "Whoa, this is fucking cool." And I think that kind of
you know,
it off. Like, I have to look into this stuff.
Some normie shit in existence is maybe it's like it's not terrible, you know? It's like
no.
Fuck, man, we all love In and Out. That's the most normie fucking spot you can get and it's a banger, you know?
It depends. It depends. Sometimes normie shit is like sometimes normie shit is cool and it's like popular for a reason. Other times shit is just popular because people are stupid, I think.
Well, it's pure trash. Right. But yeah, you know, if it's something is popular and it's good, it's like, you know, we know fucking Zelda, fucking Ocarina of Time is the most popular game ever. Everyone loves it. Chrono Trigger is, you know, everyone fucking loves that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that there's like, you know, a normie might like something, but they don't appreciate it the same way, but then that's where we can appreciate it the proper way.
Yeah, speaking of normie stuff, I would usually do this about Vince, but I was giving Robert a lot of pushback. He was showing us, like, he wanted to put on Black Dahlia Murder, and I like a few of their songs, but I told Robert, I'm like, you know this is kind of a fag band, right? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, and Anthony's like, yeah, it is. I'm like, how do you not know that? Do you not realize that? Guys still got some learning to do on his metal journey. And it's crazy. I just show him Riot and stuff. He's like, I had no idea any of this existed. He's like, I thought it was being original. He's like, the Sword and Black Sabbath. Those are my influences.
It's hard to like Black Dahlia because it's like it was associated with the scene culture, you know, in high school.
Yeah, it was huge in the deathcore and scene kid kind of stuff. But it kind of wasn't. It really is sort of basically a melodic death metal band. They just had more like pop appeal.
That was who it was marketed to. It was who it was marketed to, you know.
Yeah. And then Anthony shows us.
It all depends who it's marketed to. Like Vektor, you know, was like, oh, it was all like thrash. Like, you know, it was like, oh, you go to it and it's at a thrash show and like a thrasher loves Vektor, but it's like, were they truly, you know, it's like they had so many other things going on. It's just like a regular ass pizza thrash motherfucker is you know, he's like, yeah, Vektor. It's like, what? It's like, it doesn't even sound like thrash, like, you know?
No, but you kind of get it. Like, it comes out around the same time, and, like, all the bands that they're associated with are all sort of the pizza thrash thing. It's like you had Fueled by Fire at that time, and you have
that was your
Municipal Waste at that time as well.
That was the kind of shit that was playing around, like, where you live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Isn't it the same? Isn't it like a spin-off eventually of Skeletal Remains too? Like the guy, like isn't there?
Yes, actually, yeah, that's so funny. I was gonna bring that up too. When I was hanging out with some of my buds yesterday, Anthony wanted to put on Skeletal Remains because one of my friends does a podcast where he had the Skeletal Remains guys over at his place, and he was interviewing them. And, I think I might have brought this up before. I'm not going to be too critical here, but Anthony's like, he's like, cool guys, but they don't really know much. And that's Anthony saying that. These are the mainstream death metal brothers saying that. And yeah, I have to agree. I was trying to talk to him about music, and like he didn't know fucking anything. It's crazy. But Anthony showed me one of their. He thought it was a music video, but he ends up putting on one of those like lyric music videos, where they have like a graphic and lyrics.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this too, and I just told them, I'm like, do people actually like these lyric music videos? They're really fucking stupid. Like, who likes things?
I've never watched one ever.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
No, 100%. Yeah, it's like I think it's made for the it's made for the normie fans, dude.
I feel like if you do that, you've lost the plot. Like, why would you even allow your band to have that done to your song? You lose if you do that.
Yeah, that's a hard no.
Robert had another stupid opinion about that. He's like, that means your band made it. I'm like, that means your band is fucking stupid. It's like, that means your band is like lowest common denominator. It's just like, fuck.
That's like some crypto shit.
Yeah, it is like crypto shit. It's that kind of stuff. At some point, there is like hipster black metal, but at some point you can say hipster black metal is true metal. But then you get to the crypto, and you get to maybe some other stuff that's like comparable to that, and you're like, this is definitely not true. These people know nothing. These are like sort of what we missed last time when we lost some of the material, but these are people who are looking for like an escape from normalcy as far as like a career. They want to make music a career, and if you're doing that with metal, you've lost the plot. You cannot be I think increasingly these days, because it works back in the 80s, because like, internet's not really a thing, and like you kind of need fans. But nowadays, it feels like if a band is so popular, they don't have to work normal jobs. That band is not going to be respected by actual music fans. It's going to be respected by like
Simps.
festival goers and simps, metal simps.
Love it. Metal simps. Oh man. There you go.
And the regular simps, they like Crypto's big ass. So there you go. Didn't Hope say something about this? She said something about Nick and Hessian Firm. He's like, oh, the boobies. Who want to see the boobies on the screen? I think it was Crypto again, right? I think it was the same band.
I don't know.
So yeah, basically what I'm saying is simp band, and like all around
Simp?
metal simp, lady simp, Brazilian simp, all that.
It just takes away like, you can like the fandom within metal specifically. You could just tell it's just like you could tell quickly upon hearing it, but then you click on like a comment or something and you see like, you are so beautiful from like some like dude from like Indonesia or something. It's like, yep, that's how you know you fucking made it. That's how you know.
You're so beautiful.
Epic,
you're so beautiful, boss.
boss.
Yes, boss.
The epic Bob and Vagine.
Oh yeah. But yeah, see, that's like what in metal, it's like that sim culture like permeates even when it's dudes, and it's like that's a lot of there's a lot of that like kind of.
There's a lot of ass kissers.
It's all ass kissing.
I hate ass kissers. They make me very uneasy. It's like you fucking freak. Leave me alone.
Yeah, it's like you
I'm
don't want
sorry.
You don't need to connect with. It's like these people like try so hard to connect with. It's just like, why do you need to follow?
Hey, dude.
The person you like on fucking Instagram, like, but their private profile, like, what are you gaining from what are you gaining? Like, why?
I'm getting that more often. People following me on my private account, like my personal account. It's like, I don't know you.
I don't know you.
I don't know you. Exactly. That's the way it is. It's like, that's my purse,
What
dude.
do they want to know? Like, it's like, what do they want?
It's like, what memes are you posting, dude?
It's like they're like just keeping an eye, like they're just it's fucking.
What group chats are you in? Can I get in one?
Can I get in the group chat? No freak. Only Fred's allowed in the group chat.
Shit.
I wrote this in my notes from last time. I wrote Fred beating it / Paul Moan.
Yeah.
I think that happened when we were off air.
Did they catch that when you had that moment? There?
No.
I don't know. No, that was off air.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fred
God
was playing
damn
Zelda, and he's like, "I'm beating it." And then
No, we're
Paul's
talking
like,
about
"Oh."
Donkey Kong Country. God damn. Well, yeah. Fucking. I don't know if I wanted to mention about the Void Ceremony. Fucking kind of.
Yes, get into it, because we lost this and we lost that, and this episode's a tribute.
Yes, it is. I have one more thing, and it pertains to Jack Black when you say this episode's a tribute. Right before we cut off, we were talking about Blood Incantation again, and sort of the commercialization, how we're sort of getting into. I was just going to mention that I come across like old new wave British heavy metal songs, and I look through the comments, and people are like, "I'm here. Who else is here from Brutal Legend?"
Whoa.
I just thought that was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't it like a Riot song?
I think it might have been. I forget what we were checking out recently. I think it was a Riot
I think
song,
it was
yeah.
from Thundersteel, yeah.
Yeah. And then I also wrote down Eddie Munson because everybody on TikTok loves Eddie Munson.
Oh God.
But yeah, with that,
I-
go ahead, Garrett.
Oh, I was gonna say I only know about that whole Eddie Munson character because I had a student who had a BC Rich, and it was the fucking Stranger Things, and we were like, oh.
Did you smack him down?
Yeah, he
Did
like
you strike him down?
He like knocked it down off the wall and like broke the neck. Like snapped at the headstock.
Really?
Like, good. Yeah, it actually happened.
Oh shit!
I didn't slap it down. It happened. I wasn't there, but it was good that it happened. We don't need that circulating.
Right. But yeah, we talked about doing a little bit of a recap, and you did say the last one that we that got lost. You said it was long-winded, so if you want to, dude, you can go ahead and get into Void Ceremony again and sort of give us some highlights and some of the members you've been involved with and all that fun stuff. And I will shut up.
Yeah, sure. Well, so Void Ceremony kind of started around that, like, I would say 2010, 2011 era. I was, just riffing with a dude I was buddies with in high school, and no, he wasn't too serious about it. And then those songs I was writing ended up recording as like a one piece. It was something called it's called like
One Piece.
Antiquity. Yeah, like a one man, fucking just doing the drums, guitar, vocals, all that shit. And then that's when I met Ian Lawrence from the band Phantasm, and he's his other band. He's an Ascended Dead, and he has a band called Archaic Mortuary, which I played for at this time when we changed Antiquity to Portalgeist, and he was on drums. He's the guitarist of Ascended Dead, but he was on drums in Portalgeist. And then we were gonna play some show. Didn't end up happening, but I trained John Ryder with the riffs, and then like Ian and I weren't really getting along about the music, and so then John and I formed Void Ceremony, and it was like it was supposed to be his more like melodic thing, because he has Ascended Dead, and then so we formed Void Ceremony, and so yeah, we wrote a bunch of riffs. I wrote most of it. We kind of collaborated at first, and then I kind of took over like as the main composer, and then we recruited Ian Mann, who was just my friend. He was in Golgotha with Charlie, who we had, drummer of Ascended Dead. We also recruited. And we were just coming up with shit. And then it was like, I don't know, Charlie moved to Washington or something like that, so we didn't have a drummer. And then I just decided to have Ian Mann. This isn't the same dude as Ian Lawrence, but I had Ian Mann switch over to guitar. And then I mostly wrote it, but he collaborated and bounced the ideas. I bounced the ideas to him. And we would just like get super stoned and play Dark Souls on PS3. Just like we would play through like these riffs, and then we would just spend the rest of the time playing Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where we had the Foul Origins of Humanity, and he had moved up to college, and then we did some live shit. I wrote like a lot of the material for Entropic Reflections Continuum, and used some of the demo stuff off of Cyclical Descent of Causality, and then that's when like the whole, like we did like a West Coast tour, and then the whole COVID bullshit happened, and I ended up asking Phil Tuga from Cathealist, First Fragment, if he was down to play leads, just like do some guest leads, because he'd already been a fan of VoidCeremony for years, even before I had gotten in touch with him. I didn't have social media, and then when I ended up getting in touch, and we were like, we played D&D on Discord. I like ran a game for like all these people from like bands like Cryptic Shift, Slime Lord. Like it was just like a rotating kind of door of like metal dudes, just like
D&D on Discord. That sounds kind of cozy.
Yeah, it's chill, man. You just chill. Just fucking kill your friends, make them roll a new character. That's how it's done.
Right. Cool.
But so then we had done Threads of Unknowing. Of course, I wrote most of it. Charlie and I recorded it in 12 days. Oh shit, I skipped over. So when the Great Righteous Destroyer Damon joined,
all hail.
We had just been fans of each other's bands, and I was obviously a fan of all his works that he'd been involved with and written, and he had called Foul Origins of Humanity the real, true, old school 90s technical death metal. And
what is that?
That the VoidCeremony EP?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just need clarification.
Yeah, so basically he was a fan of the material, and then that's when, we had most of it recorded, like we did that West Coast, and then we saw Mournful Congregation, and I hung out with him for a bit, and he's like, yeah, send me tabs. So then that's when he recorded, I asked him, and he's down, he recorded the parts for Entropic Reflections, and that's how I've been working with him ever since, and that's like a big part for me, like having that Stargazer like sound with it, because that's my favorite bass playing in metal. Damon's bass is my favorite, because he was originally a guitarist, because Mournful Congregation, obviously he's guitar, and then he knew Denny, like they just knew each other just from shows and stuff, and he went over there to borrow some gear for like a Mournful show or something, and like a, I don't know what he's borrowing, like a speaker or something, and Denny had asked him, because he had his band Intellect Devour, which we're doing a split, VoidCeremony's doing a split with Intellect Devour, but then anyway, so I guess they were gonna start a new project called Stargazer, and that's where like they invited Damon, like, hey, would you like to play bass? So he was a guitarist, and that's why he has that like more lead style bass, because on top of it being incredible bass, he's got that lead, like it's just like a lead bass feel.
Yeah, you can hear that all the way back in Martire too.
Completely.
Yeah.
That's why to me is that's an incredible fucking release, that Brutal Legions, but also the previous stuff. He was on, I believe the first one was it the split he had been on, because he wasn't like the OG, but yeah. So back to this new lineup. So Phil and I, I respect him a lot. We sort of had a bit of a falling out because I was making fun of Worm. I was completely
everybody makes fun of Worm. It's okay.
Completely eviscerating Worm. fucking hilarious, dude. Like it's
fucking
funny.
Worm.
It's fucking funny, dude. We can't help it. No one can help it. God damn it. Okay. But so it's like, yeah, all right, cool. Like thanks. It's fun. And then so I was gonna actually do 3-piece for the material I was writing for Abditum. This new. There's a little advertisement put in there. It's like, no, but so I was gonna just do single guitar, kind of change the sound, just drums, bass, guitar. But I decided it might be cool to have a second guitarist, and I would go to all these shows. Like I saw Atheist play, Cynic, and there's always this dude Jason at all these shows. So I saw him at Voivod. I was like, yo, hey, he's got some of the same influences, and that's why I feel like playing in bands with people who you catch at shows. That's the real way to meet people. It's like to play music with that you already like the same shit.
Yeah, and it seemed to work for you because that was something on the Lost part of the episode. You mentioned meeting pretty much everybody at shows.
Oh yeah,
locally.
Yeah. I met. That's where I met John Ryder. That's where I met Charlie at the Guar show.
Mm-hmm.
So that was in fucking 2012. Met everyone there. Met Ian Lawrence at his band Phantasm in April 2010. I met Ian Mann at the Metaphor because we, he was going to all those like Vektor shows, Vektor Ex Mortis, Warbringer, shit like that. So man, that's where I met. So it was no different with Jason. Met him at that show, and then he had sent me some like this unreleased Crimson Massacre album that he had written like 2 or 3 songs on. It's pretty sick.
God damn.
But,
yeah, that's one of my like
That's
newfound
Paul's
interests.
ultimate.
Yeah, it's probably some of my favorite technical death metal right there. Is Crimson
Because
Massacre.
it feels so true. A lot of technical death metal kind of falls flat, but they're one of the bands that's like they're so fucking brutal. But
Yeah.
they're basically a tech death band.
it's it's very raw. It's like like the drummer. It's like
It's got
kinda
perfect production.
Yeah, and it's kind of like like the tempos are kind of it's like it's like going over like whatever whatever would their meter would be. It's like kind of it's like it has like a healthy sloppiness to it. Like it's like where it's like, yes, this sounds nice. Like it's
I think
not
sloppiness,
over-polished.
especially in extreme metal, I think
Well,
sloppiness is.
That's
kinda
just like
key.
it's just performance. It's not.
Yeah, it's
It's
how
great.
it's real.
Yeah.
It's real. It's not bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, same here. So like
Same.
it's like a lot of the technical bands we were talking about, like was like Nomicon, like they have that feel too. And then
Oh, yeah.
there's like Crystal Age and Liars in Wait, some of those 90s technical bands.
Yeah,
that
even
are
grotesque, you can hear when the drummer's getting really tired and he's starting to slow down on the blast a little bit.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
but
that shit's cool.
yeah,
That's
some
like
of
on
that's best.
the Abditum record. There was no click.
Oh, nice.
We actually have only used one click, and that was on Threads of Unknowing, and I feel like that's my least favorite Void Ceremony, to be honest.
We did Click before, and Paul.
I hate it.
That album is irredeemable for him, but I love it. But Paul can't get over the fact that he had to. He was on a click during that recording.
It
Yeah.
takes away when you don't have that
No,
little
it does. It
there's
totally
no
does.
BPM
ferocity.
fluctuations. Yeah, because sometimes you need to go up like just a couple BPM and it's fun when it's you could tell it's real. And Abditum.
Honestly, Click is bullshit. Click is bullshit. All mainstream metal bands, you're done. You're finished. You're never gonna work again in this town.
Now they'll be
I'm
here.
keeping that.
But yeah, there's something about that it loses like almost the essence of what metal was like born out of. Like this sort of primordial Black Death thrash roots that we're gonna be getting into, along with like Necrovore and Morbid Angel. A lot of those,
Even some of that old
bands.
crap that's really sloppy, like that old new wave band that Celtic Frost covered. I think they were called Aragorn. Remember that song Black Ice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. That's sloppy as fuck and it's weird as fuck, but it's fucking sick.
Yeah, but I kind of had that question for you too. I was like, I know you're like a more like into like actual music, guitar playing and all that. I don't know if you know any like theory or anything, but
Yeah, theory is something I don't necessarily use it for writing, but I use it to figure out what I did.
yeah, I think that's cool to look at it from like, you're creatively coming up with something, outside of the box, and then you kind of have the language to prescribe to that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's something I think it's important just the understanding of music. Like for me, just like the fretboard, like having it more figured out and understanding what's actually going on. And like I feel like theory is a good thing. It could be a curse to some. Like some people can like not use it and totally excel and make great music, and some people it buries them, and there could be creative limitations from it.
Yeah.
But I feel like for me, I'm not really using it in Void Ceremony as much as it just like I know what it is. And because Void Ceremony is all over the fucking place. It changes keys at will. It's
I think that's what separates it from like the more traditional tech death, where it's all makes sense in a music theory standpoint, and it's like, oh, you have to kind of understand that to appreciate it on like a higher level, versus like I don't feel the soul and passion in the performances. It's all very robotic, and it's not something that really translates to me. But with Void Ceremony, definitely I could feel the performances in there that make it feel alive.
Yeah, you get a little of both with Void Ceremony. You get some refined like respect for theory, but then you get like, hey, this is something I'm doing that's fucking, I'm just creating my own fucking sound. I'm not trying to sound like anyone. It's like, so you get like some of that refined quality, but then it's like, dude, it's like you could do whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to, you just look at the rules and then you throw them away. Like, I'm just, so it's, thanks for fucking recognizing that.
Yeah. And go ahead. You keep going.
Oh, so I mean, fucking, I think theory is, it's just interesting. It feels cool to know what the fuck's going on, because there's so many people in metal who, they can make great shit, but there's people, it's like, it just goes right above them. That's just where it shows, like true creativity, I think, like tops everything. But knowing some theory, just, I don't know. It just depends how you're looking at it, how you're thinking. There are people who think theory is gonna kill their creativity, where I feel like it'll help their creativity.
That's how I feel.
But if you're already making stuff and you already got it and you already, then you
I'm
don't
too
fucking
old. I
need
can't
it.
learn theory at this point. It's over. It's so over.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah.
Yeah, I think some would probably put it in the same camp as like having a click or something, like it's like more of like a hindrance or something. But I think
I feel like theory is better than the click, though. I feel like that there's some magic that comes from it, even at a basic level, where a click is just, you're just trying to demand too much perfection. Theory isn't necessarily demanding perfection, where a click, it just makes something lifeless. And what I was saying with Abditum, there's no click, so you listen and you can kind of hear there's some breathing with the tempo, and that's what makes it real. And, there's a lot of shit in there that I didn't use theory to write it. I just looked at it later, like, oh, that's how I remember it. That's how I'm looking at the shapes.
Yeah.
Looking at like modal shapes, or considering like just what kind of chord it might be. But I'm not like making, there's not like a single chord progression or anything that's like official on the material. It's just like, it's cool to recognize like, hey, this is like anti-theory. It's like, theory, and you're like, yeah, here's anti-theory presented to you.
The negatchin.
Yes.
But
it's like Mario and Wario shit.
Yeah.
but so that brings you up to date right now, where you're found the new bassist, or no, new guitarist, right?
Yeah, so yeah, he I saw his band Seraphic Disgust at a local show. Actually, that's where I met Julian. Flesh Mangled played.
Yeah, we know
with
that
Seraphic
kid.
Disgust. Yeah.
Look at that little fuck.
Yeah, that I met him that night, and we hit it off about fucking like Capcom games and
Oh yeah.
just like good video games. Yeah, and that's right. That's where, to me, it's like, hey, everyone likes metal, but it's like, you know, whatever. But then it's like, oh,
But
you like
do you
cool
also
video
like
games?
video games, my dear man?
That's where I feel like that's the important thing, because you like good metal by default, but then the video game taste, that's a real test of a man.
Julian's
Yeah.
a real one. Gotta
Two-
give it up.
2 boxes to check there.
Oh yeah, because it's like if you like good video games or bad metal or good metal and bad video games, it's like, nah, you like good metal and you like good video games.
That's how you win in life. When you like
Yeah,
that good.
That's the fucking truth. God damn it.
God damn it.
So anyway, I had asked Jason if he would like to just maybe play live, and then I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll have him write some solos. He contributed the instrumental "Silence Which Ceases All Minds," which kind of has his signature style. He has a band called Zymotic that's just released a demo. It's some ultra, calls it hyper or avant-garde hyper technical metal, some crazy name, but it's legit, and it has actually on Abditum we had a session bassist who played on 2 of the tracks, actually that one I named and Seventh Ephemeral Aura, and they're both from Zymotic. Anyway, so yeah, I had Jason write some solos, and I gave him hell. I made him rewrite them a bunch until they were like exact. I was like, keep this line. I was like, change this line. And they came out great. That ends up what's getting stuck in my head the most are his solos.
Yeah, bass playing their own, like, having like polyphony and their own melodic lines is always interesting. But
Don't
when
you mean point? Counterpoint?
Yeah, and when it, goes in between, more heavy rooted following the riffs and then going into these like melodic passages, there's like, is what I really enjoy. It's like hearing the bass at its full potential.
It's like a lot of what Damon does in his work, especially with VoidCeremony. Some fucking absolutely incredible moments. When I first heard the bass for Gnosis of Ambivalence on this new record, man, I teared up. I fucking teared up, man. That was like, it was
Hell
perfect
yeah.
in its exact counterpoint. So it's fucking great. And that's when I was like, dude, this is the shit right here. Like, it felt good.
That's cool too, because it sounds like you guys are writing the material, like, the foundation, and then, sending it off to, the bass player to come, and then you're hearing it for the first time, and it's like, damn, some good coming out of this.
Fuck yeah. And that's a fun part with the creation, because it's a little looser. Like, I'll send him the tabs, and like, just so he has this like the structure, and and then he just goes off, comes with stuff. So there wasn't really bass solos on this record compared to like the last 2. And on that first full length VoidCeremony, there's more bass solos than there are guitar, actually, like by a fucking mile. And that's because I was like, I want that fucking Stargazer shit fucking deep. So, but yeah, so that the lineup basically. Oh, so Dylan Marks had played a live tour with Golgotha, which was Wayne, Charlie, and Ian Mann's band. Like, he had played, like, Charlie had broke his wrist, and so Dylan filled in, and that's why we asked him to play on Foul Origins of Humanity. And then we got in touch 2 years ago or so. That's when we started working on the Abditum material, just him and I. And he had been playing, he plays live for Atheist, so we infused that love of Atheist, because Atheist is one of my biggest influences, period. And so we get a lot of that drumming mastery and weirdness, but on this whole record. So
Yeah, I noticed a lot of the drumming interlocks with most riffs, rather than, just playing a steady drum beat while the riff kind of changes or something, it's always going along with it, like in its own melodic way of switching during sections of riffs. It's really interesting as a drummer, like listening to shit like that instead of like doing like a money beat over like a section.
Some straightforward bullshit.
Yeah.
That's one of the best things that I personally listen for on this record is the virtuosic drum performance. It's not, there's like a couple tiny straightforward moments, but the rest of it, it says a lot. It has a lot to say. There's a lot of fucking notes being played, and
yeah, as long as there's a balance there, everyone's gonna settle into a groove once in a while, but if that's all you're doing, I think there's like a different goal in mind for them. But for being creative and playing something interesting, going along with the riffs is probably like the best way to go about it.
Yeah, it makes it the fucking most interesting for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of bands. I don't know, it's kind of an underrated thing.
Yeah, it's just like, all right.
That's what I'm like listening to.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, blast as fast as you can for this whole 3 minutes.
Yeah, do a fucking huge fucking line of cocaine and then get on the stage and fucking fucking blast away. God damn it!
Last time you were talking about this, you're comparing like video game levels, so like writing riffs, and like how a lot of the songs that you make are more like you guys don't go back to sections, like you're just kind of going forward, progressing more. Can you talk about that again?
Yeah, so it's like you think about if you were playing like Mega Man X or Contra 3, maybe Castlevania Bloodlines, and say you were just playing the same first level over and over, or you always came back to the same part, it would be fucking boring. Like, why would you want to play it if there was nothing new to challenge you? So I feel like Void Ceremony, since the beginning, this is, dates back to like the 2013, 2014 era, where I was trying to tell Charlie, like, oh man, you got to play some Mega Man, and he's, he wasn't a video game guy. So it's kind of always just a joke, but it's like, it's the vibe I want, is that it's like every riff is like you just jumped and dodged and attacked and went back a little bit and fucking, had to do, there's different obstacles, or like there's like a crumbling like panel underneath you, and that's kind of the vibe with Void Ceremony. It's like it's constantly, it's infinite peaks. It's like, if you fuck up, it's like, you get hit, you fall off the ledge,
Mm-hmm.
It's like a fucking bat in Castlevania. It's more fun. It's like Ninja Gaiden on the NES also, but I feel like that's kind of the style of music I like, because I don't want to go back and repeat. Because then, and I think we talked about this, right? You and I were talking about, it's like we already play a riff, and you're like, wait, it's like already, it already happened, or whatever. Like, what? So that's why I don't like a lot of repeats. Like, if it really works and it's really worth bringing back, and that's rare.
Yeah, it's like you're playing the riff. You already played it for the first time, and you have a different thing to go into that first time. When you come back again, you're like, oh, what I go in again? Yeah, totally understand that.
Yeah, so it makes it more fun and interesting, but it's like, it's less monotony. Like, it's like fuck song structures. Like, who needs, like repeats and structures? Like, for me, it's a journey. Like, the song is a whole journey. It's a whole start to finish feeling, and that's what music is. It's just a moment in time. It's, I don't want it to be catchy. I don't want any people to be familiar. I want people to be like, wait, oh, okay, yeah, cool, and they're like clapping. They're like, oh, it's okay, like, cool, like, good. They reflected. You couldn't just fucking mindlessly bang your head.
Yeah, you're not like singing along and throwing the horns up.
Good, yeah. We, stay. Go to the bar for that.
Leave the crowd confused.
And that's fun when I like look down and like I love. It's like there's very few moments where people are headbanging, It's just like where it's like I want people to think about, you know, and I say this all the time, like think about it, it's like, yeah, do you fucking hate your job? You're thinking about it right now while watching my band. Yeah, fucking write that fucking letter of resignation. You fucking sick of your marriage? Divorce that fucking bitch, man. Nah, I'm just but like I want people to think deeper in their life rather than like, yeah, dude. And so it's not accessible to the people who just want to go have a good time. It's like the good time individual is not going to catch Void Ceremony. They're not going to put on, and if they say they like it, do they know what they're talking about? It's not meant to be some fucking commercial thing to be, yeah, dude, fucking Crypta Spotify sick, dude. Yeah, man, got my Spotify playlist for the fucking plane, man. Like, nah, that's
jack off playlist.
yeah, my Crypto, exactly. They have like fan pages and shit, like on fucking, it's like jacked off material and shit. You're like, Jesus Christ, dude.
See, Void Ceremony is for the bad time patron.
It's
Who it's for.
yeah, it's to feel really negative. It's to
Right.
really feel, yes.
And if you can evoke those feelings and be real about it, then that's just a total bonus.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want the cynical atmosphere, like
Actual cynicism in metal rather than just aiming for that or aiming for like, we're heavy. Check this heavy riff, brah. We there's got to be something real about it, and I think the ever-changing
So
riff, that helps.
yeah, so you're definitely against the Toonski, where J Dog is obsessed with the songs being almost just kind of pop oriented, where it's like, yep, you know, roughest and toughest lyrics in the genre, decide, and then you know, versus getting it more like a narrative song structure where you're going from one place to the other, kind of taking you out of the mundane, and I think that's a really good thing that very few bands can do.
yeah, it's not something that's really common at all, and that's what stands out most to me, because you know, most people want something familiar. People want, like, even if you say you went and you caught something the first time live and it was like, you know, you headbanged to every moment and it was that predictable, like, I don't know, like with Void Ceremony, like you're given just like, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna get. You know it's gonna be chaotic. You know there might be, you know, like a beautiful moment for a second, and then it's back to chaos because there's
then
a
it's
beauty
back to
within
evil
chaos.
and fucking hatred.
Yes. So
That
that's
just, like-
what we go for.
Yeah, I mean that just that is such an interesting concept. I think, like, as far as somebody like J Dog, where he wants pop-oriented shit, catchy tunes, real death metal, real black metal that kind of keeps you on your feet. As far as like the music goes, where it is just so dense that it fucks
Yeah.
up the listener. I think that's a beautiful kind of it's
Yeah.
a beautiful kind of concept there.
Yeah, it's been there since you know, the start, but I think people are losing that like essence there. But I think it's also kind of projecting into the future of what metal should be doing. With you know,
what
besides,
it can be doing.
you know, with regardless of what genre you're in, you know.
Well, there's no need for emulation anymore. It's like, why
Nope.
not? Let's create something new. It's fucking
we have the
2025.
internet. We have every riff at our disposal, and what that means now is you can do the most creative thing possible. But most bands are not doing that.
No, because it doesn't sell.
Yeah, who can you
Doesn't
market that
sell.
to?
You can market it to people who are into fucked up bands like Lust or Ouroboros or, you know, Stargazer, Void Ceremony, all these things, Liars in Wait. The fans of the most fucked up extreme shit, that's who you can market it to. And that's not a big market, but that is kind of, I think that's the goal, because those are hugely respected bands, all of them.
Yeah, that's and it's at that point it's like, well, hey, it's not about money. So it's like, well, shit, let's fucking make some great music. The bands that are fucking about money, they're not making the great fucking music. They are the Blood Incantation. They are the fucking, you know, like,
They're
I don't
just
know,
shaking
man.
their big Brazilian butts. That's all they're doing.
that's all it is. Oh,
But Would you guys want to go into a break and then get into Martire?
I have one more sort of segue if we can before we go into break, if you guys don't mind.
Sure.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Yeah. I know. Last thing. So we talked about Nomicon as far as sound-wise, what you guys are doing, and the Liars in Wait kind of thing. But as far as like more modern stuff, I can sort of compare Void Ceremony to would be like Fabricant, which is like the Mephitis side project, I think.
Yeah.
And also a band that
Fabricant, great stuff.
Yes. And also a band that had one album. It was popular for like a minute. It was called Last Sacrament. You're probably familiar.
No, actually, I'm not.
No, it had a guy named Ron Sword on guitar. I think like he did an album. It was like the quote unquote microtonal death metal band.
Yeah.
He like made like custom guitars with a million fucking notes on it with that most people probably can't emulate because of that, like because of the way the neck is kind of built. But I think he just went back to playing guitars. But it seems like there is a pretty small group of bands that are doing like an extreme tech death kind of thing. And so the question would be like, with the sound and with what you kind of already explained a little bit, what would you say is like the mission statement of Void Ceremony at this point? As far as what is the goal, what is the feeling, what is the vibe, what is like what would you like to portray as this band?
Well, that's something I touched on a little bit ago. Just kind of like that cynicism, just like the cynicism and just bringing something that's like just introspective, and it's not about there's not really any anger. There's not really. It's not about being fucking pissed off. It's about thinking. It's about reflecting. It's like, I don't know. Just it's having a journey of the music rather than a fucking song or a product. Like and that's something I would never want to do. Ever with Void Ceremony. So it's like I want it to be the anti-product. It's like it's a living entity, when everything is said and done, and of course the cliche process of creating it in general, it's like it's just fun for me. It's like it's fun to create, and it's cynical, and it is an expression of pure negativity, and it transforms it into like, hey, that was fun, but it's not like I'm like just fucking seething with anger. I hate my grocery store job or whatever. Like, it's more just like, yeah, it's like, it's just to keep it fucking real. It's not for any trends. It's like there's zero trends. I don't want to follow shit. But yeah, it's like truly, it's like mission statement. It's just cynical, just keeping true, just to making music for what it is, and that's to add to the pre-existing, legendary pantheon of bands that, have preceded us and that influence us, like all the bands we've talked about tonight. To kind of just, to be like, hey, here's my contribution. It's a contribution. It's not an emulation. It's not trying to...
Great point. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not trying to worship, just trying to...
Continue.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Fucking is it Dagon or Dagoth, who was the drummer of Abhor from Singapore? He had said in an interview, he had said like, it's about pioneering, and this was like from like the early 2000s, this interview or whatever, and it's like it's about pioneering and carrying that torch. It's not about fucking copying what's already been done. It's about having your own sound. And that's what Void Ceremony is. It's like, yeah, compare. It's like, yeah, what band? It's like, you might be like, oh, well, maybe it's in a school of idiosyncratic death metal or, extreme metal, but it's not.
You can't pinpoint it exactly.
You can't categorize. It's like, wait, is that the influence? Some people are like, is that it? They might nail it. Most people are fucking off, man.
That's a great goal. That's a great goal, because I feel the same way about Galicia too. It's like
Absolutely.
If the riff is too generic, I won't. It's thrown out. It has to be sort of nebulous. You shouldn't be able to identify it.
Yeah, and I kind of like when people are, different people listen to it and they're like, oh, it reminds me of this. Is this your influence? And it's always something different rather than, every time it's, let's say, gruesome, it's like, oh, yeah, you guys sound like death.
Yeah, people are always in reviews, man, with Void Ceremony. It's a plague. It's like really like, why does it always have to be a pinpoint? Like, why can't it be objectively seen for what's actually happening sonically and compositionally, rather than always being like, oh, they're influenced by this band. Like, everyone's always said Immolation. It's like, dude, I respect them. There's, I've listened to Immolation, but they're not my influence. People are always saying, oh, Death's your influence. It's like, yeah, it's kind of, I cut my teeth, whatever. Just got chops as a guitarist in high school, learning Death riffs from, But
it's like maybe that's totally absent at this point.
Yeah, not a conscious.
So absent,
Yeah.
so far removed, and it's like when people are just guessing. They need to just keep guessing, and it's like, hey, you're not only wrong, but just kind of settle down, just kind of recognize that it's its own thing here. And it's like also, it's like, you hear the fucking video game music, you hear the fucking jazz fusion. It's like that's all weaved in there, and that you could probably not even know. It's like, yeah, you can tell, probably in a slight sense, but it's not like overt, like, oh, there's, fucking Alan Holdsworth. It's like, yeah, not really.
There's no gimmick. It's more just kind of an expression of lots of things, which I like.
You don't have like a Power Glove album cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Do people even remember Power Glove?
I do.
I do too. Dislocated my damn shoulder in the pit for Power Glove. Shit.
God damn.
Horrible.
That's funny.
Yes, but with that, pretty impressive that you guys have gotten as popular as Void Ceremony is. You look up $20 spin on YouTube, you're the first search result, and it seems like a lot of very notable people are involved and very respectable. So that's great, man. I want you guys to keep going. Pretty awesome stuff.
Man, thank you. Yeah, and I'm looking forward. Maybe in the next few months we can set up a Galicia Void Ceremony show.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, let's make it happen.
Be fucking legendary.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're gonna go on break and then we'll discuss the album. So we'll be right back.
Sure.
All right, we're back, and Garrett chose to talk about this Martire album. You want to give us a little introduction on why you chose that one, and what makes it stick out for you?
So it was like going between almost an impossibility of things to decide on, to talk about, and then thinking about one of my favorite albums, like just period. It was like, well, no one's really ever bringing these, I've never heard anyone bring these guys up, so I was just like, fucking, and I had the poster up, and I just looked at I was like looking through my CDs, like, dude, like, this is all great, like, and it's like this unknown shit, and I was like, dude, this is great, because the musicianship on it, it's like, it's chaos, completely chaotic, but just it's like it's very technical and like such an organic sense, like we were talking about earlier. It's like it's
beautiful production.
It's so fucking precise. It's so fucking precise, man. And it's fucking perfect. And it's the most evil shit, but it's not sloppy. And I'm not saying like that there isn't good evil shit that is, but it's just it feels like a true like assault. It feels like a true spiritual assault. It feels while you're getting these like ultra technical riffs that are not overthought in a theoretical sense. And the drums, the performance of the drums, it ends up it's the Serpent Inquisitor, and Denny, And his performance on like some of those early Stargazer, like Screaming Toward the Sky. It's like you hear it here, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite. It's my favorite fucking writing of just drum performance.
Yeah, I think just this whole group of musicians together with all their various projects, they're so true to each project, and they have such a broad musicianship to be able to play within all these different genres, from Funeral Doom to this primordial Black Death thrash to Cauldron Black Ram and all the other like melodic bands.
Yeah, and Stargazer just masterwork.
Yeah, it's just a whole other side of the spectrum of technicality.
Yes. That's a big part of it is the appreciation of those bands, but then you have something like this, it's just like fuck. Everything stands out so strong on its own.
Yeah, I think there's just such a like true like just fans of just metal in general to be able to pull off not only just this band but all these other ones together and have such unique sounds for each of them, not really sounding worshipy of the genre, but contributing to it, like how we were talking about it. Like each one of these bands is great, and I think Martire is kind of the really like it kind of stands above most of the other bands because it's at the inception of like where extreme metal was coming from, and coming from, I think it was like 88 or 91 they had like some releases, and just coming all the way back from then, and then to be able to move that forward in this modernity without adding anything that is very modern sounding to it. It's very a hard ask to do, but they had a lot of these songs coming from previous splits and stuff, right? Like about 4 or 5 of them.
I believe that a lot of these tracks are from that split with Thronium.
Yeah.
But I think that a couple of these songs were pretty sure that they're written for that. Like, pretty sure Blades of Sheol, for example. Yeah, just checking some of these shit. But, yeah, that shit's just fucking incredible, and just what it is. And this is an example of a band that VoidCeremony would have probably a different feel if not influenced by Martire and Stargazer and obviously Cauldron Black Ram, like all of the feeling of that whole sound and definitely Intellect Devourer. That was something I was listening to. So Intellect Devourer I was listening to in like I want to say like 2017. Like I had ripped the demo off YouTube, the Mundus Intellectualis, which is just like, I think it was like a collection of those demos. But yeah, and I would just fucking listen to it all the time. And I've had a shirt that I'd ordered from those guys since like 2018. I ordered it I think in 2017 actually. But
yeah, that's a band I need to get into. I think that's one of the few that I haven't got to in their lengthy band lists. Like I got Johnny Touch and all that, Road Warrior, more of the heavy metal stuff, but I haven't got into that one. I need to check that out. Sounds interesting.
Demos are phenomenal. So Denny's writing, so he was drums, and then he wrote a lot of the guitar. So that's like his OG thing before even Stargazer. And VoidCeremony's doing a split with Intellect Devourer. So
that's sick.
That'll be a good reminder if you see that come out. That's gonna be sick.
Damn, that's cool.
they're bringing back a song from, I believe, '94 called Sub-Zero.
Hmm.
I know that they weren't into Mortal Kombat or whatever, so yeah.
But
And,
Dan, do you have any history with this album, this band? Anything you want to talk about before we get into it?
You knew you knew this album before, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't exactly.
I wanted to cover the EP at some point, but we got
Right.
it right here.
oh, the EP, the
Yeah, I don't-
self-titled.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know
Oh,
when
yeah.
when I came across this or when you
When I
came
listened to
across this.
almost
It probably
as much
was
as
around the
this.
same time. But yeah, this seems to be the type of extreme metal where it's like some of the oldest, like you said, like the inception of even something like Pleasure to Kill, or probably maybe the most ordinary like comparison would be like Sadistic Execution,
Yeah.
and who else would be in that camp? Like 1986, Morbid Angel,
Sarcophago. Yeah.
Sure. Like, what's kind of, or even like something like Slaughter Lord too, where it seems like, or like Darkness Ascends as well, which is kind of a crazy concept where it's like, the popular metal really doesn't sound anything like this, but when a lot of this stuff was coming out in the late 80s, also like Bloodspill as well, would be another example of something like this in 1988. But yeah, it seems like an interesting concept that, even Insanity, that
Yeah.
band that the
Oh,
Doglegs
yes.
from '85.
Mm-hmm.
These
Insanity.
bands, I don't know if they expected people to love it, hate it, or if they kind of just wanted to do some of the most extreme stuff that you can. And with that sort of entails not just blast beats and not just noise, but like a million riffs per minute or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a strong foundation in thrash, but it's like sort of mutating into what would become death and black metal riffs.
Yeah, that's why this one is interesting in that point where it's like this band is as old as some of those projects, but this doesn't come out until 2012. So you actually get more you get a little bit more influence from maybe more modern stuff. I wouldn't know exactly what to say for what those influences could possibly be, but you hear black metal stuff and you hear like straight up death metal stuff that maybe wouldn't have existed in 1988. Although it is played that way and it is recorded that way, the entire thing is very like 80s and very like just thrash in general,
Yeah.
or just kind
Yeah.
of metal in general, which is an interesting thing. I don't know how much I actually have thought about this album. Like it's really cool and there's a lot to dissect. And
Yeah.
it's one of those albums where you need to listen to it a bunch of times to actually be able to follow along. Maybe that's not that important at some point. Maybe it's just an experience each time. But
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just starting to like draw a line between like bands like this, like the sort of primordial Black Death thrash bands, and then going into the like 90s tech death with like we were speaking about earlier, like Crystal Age and Omicron, and then the next thing would be like the 2000s Crimson Massacre, and then now we got bands like Void Ceremony kind of carrying the torch all the way from this sort of inception of extreme technical, structurally focused metal.
yeah, there is something very cool about not just focusing on being the most extreme. I think that's kind of the point though for a lot of these bands is like being the most extreme that you can possibly be.
It had
Aiming
to
to
have
be
been
the
an
most extreme
influence
band.
in there. It had to be an influence in
Yeah,
when
the
they were-
Extremities arm race.
Yeah, that
definitely.
was definitely like Morbid Angel, you know, they had like the
Yeah, that Kingdom Come. Yeah.
yeah.
It seems like that's almost been lost in a lot of ways just because you have bands like Nyoctobliz and Revenge that sort of they do the extreme thing, but they don't do that much with it. They're kind of making the same albums over and over again.
Yeah.
With stuff like this, and I would kind of compare it to like Slaughter Lord too, like I said.
Oh yeah.
But there, within that realm of like the most extreme Black Death thrash, whatever you want to call it, what part of what makes that extreme is like the technicality and like the sort of creativity of each riff, sort of flying by. I think that's a huge part of it, and it feels like some stuff like this has almost been lost. I mean, maybe one of the last ones that we covered a long time ago was Horror from Sweden.
Yeah, there's like Horror
Yeah.
Beyond and stuff
Yes.
like that. Mega
Yes,
Vortex.
exactly. Oh yeah, yeah. There was some YouTube guy that I found randomly. He was making an argument that that death metal is now replacing war metal, in the sense that like bands like Revenge or bands like Archgoat are no longer really the norm. The norm now is death metal bands sort of taking that over
Oh,
as
yeah,
far as
it's like-
extremity, like
Yeah,
Pissgrave and like
Di-
Concrete Winds and all that shit.
Diocletian and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Death metal is now. We're at a point where death metal is now doing that, and I think that's clear in a lot of different ways. But
Yeah, because death metal is just already sort of kind of maze-like structures, and then throwing that into kind of war metal filter is gonna make it extreme. You know.
and with death metal or black metal, it kind of goes vice versa. You can sort of do anything, and if you call yourself like a black death band or a black death thrash band, that sort of blurs any lines. You can pretty much do anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're one of these European bands that is pagan, quote unquote pagan black metal, you can do other things, but it doesn't make that much sense. With something like with a genre tag as broad as Black Death, you can kind of there's so much stuff you can do.
Yeah, like, take for example Order from Chaos too, like they're Black Death, and then they have that foundation of thrash that kind of makes it sort of a fusion of all three of those, where it's kind of hard to identify where exactly the influences are coming from. It's more of just an extreme sound, like you almost get that from like
the
Celtic
best
Frost
kind
kind
of
of things,
That's
Yeah,
the
most
best
great-
kind of metal, or the ones that have like a blur and that's the best sound. I mean, that's obviously what Void Ceremony goes for, but these fucking the bands that are not just strict one genre, that are like creating just, it's those, I don't know what would the word be? It would be like the ultimate fusion fucking, I don't fucking know, fucking.
I think we mentioned this on the show that we lost, Ultimate Metal Bands. It's one of the ultimate metal bands.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Super death metal is a genre tag that we created, and now ultimate metal is something else, and that kind of needs a mixture of things. Even Holy Terror would line up there, because it's like speed,
Yeah.
power, heavy metal. It's not really death or black, but it doesn't matter. That shit doesn't matter.
It's more extreme than a lot of
That
death and black
genre is
metals
like-
now.
Yes, it is. Yes,
all
it is.
these bands definitely go into the ultimate metal category.
Yeah, they
It's like,
go
what the
into
fuck do
mixing
you even-
things. Yeah, what's cool about this in particular is like,
Yes.
or maybe just bands like this, the production and the way that it's played is really hard for I don't think it's for like mass consumption at all. I think it would
No.
be hard for most people to get into stuff like this, unless
Oh, of
you
course.
are already diehard into like the most extreme stuff that there is.
Yeah.
Just to bring up like a couple more examples of stuff that we've talked about on the show too, is like the Edmonton scene, Lust, Ouroboros, Axis of Advance, and Rights of Thy Digringolade, things like that, where it's hard to tell what the goal is, but it basically just like bleeds real metal in like the most extreme and disgusting ways, which is some of my favorite stuff. This is some of the best stuff, and these are a lot of these albums people just ignore. People have their favorite death and favorite black metal, and when it comes to death metal, it's like, is it gory? Is it offensive? Is it disgusting? When it comes to black metal, it's like, is it racist? Is it nationalistic? Is it whatever? Is it sexual? This stuff, it kind of doesn't matter. This stuff, it's more like, this could be about fucking anything. This could be about being pissed off walking down the street. This could be about fucking black holes in space or something. It really doesn't matter. It's just this like, it's just a feeling that you can't really explain. It's just like a giant fucking wall of noise, void of noise, like something where you're gonna have to sit. You're either gonna have to sit down and like decipher everything, or you can just let it go and get drunk and be like, "Fuck yeah."
Yeah, it works like on an immediate and sort of
Philosophical, immediate, stupid. Like all these things kind of mesh.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's the thing with something like Brutal Legions of the Apocalypse. It has an appeal of like, you know, of like when you first heard it, like the intensity. It's like it's very mysterious in the sense, but once you decipher it and you're very familiar with it, you know, I could not count how many times I've listened to it. That's why it's particularly, it's like, well, it's one of my favorite records, you know, and that's the thing is like once you've heard it so many times, it's so fucking sick because you hear the details and you just, it's very rewarding. It's something.
Yeah.
I like when it comes to metal, I like stuff that's rewarding. It's like so you listen to something the first time and you're just like, what? Like what the fuck? And you go back. That was like you know, being a 15-year-old kid and getting Immortal Pure Holocaust. Just, you know, just being like, what the fuck? Like, what even is this? It's like at a CD store. I mean, I'm like, what the fuck? And not really understanding it and listening to it and being like, whoa, like what the fuck?
You know it's
And
ugly,
then-
you know it's cool, and the fact that you don't understand it kind of makes it cooler.
And that's why it became something I love, something that's also one of my top favorites of all time, because it's so in that fucking sonic ass chaos. It's just so rewarding, and there's like a technicality to these records, you know? There's a technicality to it. And once you're familiar with it and you kind of, you know, dug deeper, you get like the reward of like some of the finest shit ever made. And
Yeah.
that's what influences me with writing is like, yeah, it's like it's not going to be immediately accessible. You might have to listen until you understand it. That's why I don't believe in like the average or rather modern reviewer nowadays who are reviewing, you know, my records, whatever. I don't even like to read shit.
Yeah, they're like
because-
reviewing like 10 other records that week too, and it's like, how do you have the
They had
time
no
to
time.
listen to this
How did
with
they
depth?
fall in love? How did they fall in love with the music? How did they grow close to it? How do you grow close? Like, you know, there's people who are like, you heard of this band, 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 and you're like, whoa, 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 like hold on, like that's like I want to appreciate things. That's like, you know, there's been enough time, there's been enough things I've, you know, delved into in my life and stuff I'm familiar with and appreciate. But there's a degree because there's a never end, and for the good side of that, it's like cool. There's a lot of music to find and to always hear and always something. But it's like yeah, I haven't spent the time to get to know this band or this record, and it takes effort with stuff like this. So there's no casual fans of stuff. Maybe, you know, they might, oh, you know, they are, but the true it's like it's something. It's like, nah, like you listen to that fucking over and over. It's like, well, like some people want to get in every album and try to listen to everything, but it's like, fucking leave it in your music player and listen to it a few times.
The
Listen
boring
to it
black
back to
metal
back.
albums, that's acceptable. You can listen to a million of them in a day and go, okay, good.
Sure.
But something like something like this should stick with you
Yes.
because it is so dense.
And that's what's
something
important.
And this one in particular too, it's like they've designed the riffs to just have the strangest timings with like drumming and where everything comes back into. Like it's very, very meticulously like designed that way, riff wise and like just structure wise.
It's completely brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
And I will say that album art is perfect. Like, the theme here seems to be like obscure brutal death, where like you kind of can't pinpoint what the lyrics are exactly about. All you know is you're dying and they're going to kill you. And
yeah,
that's cool.
it's probably the most you know, nuclear war now type album art.
It's the best
Yeah.
album that Nuclear War Now has ever put out. Probably one of them.
It's the only, yeah, it's, yeah. truly.
Well,
Because they put out Stargazer, so that's.
oof. Splitting hairs here, and
But I
they're
would
different,
say-
different, sides of the spectrum of technicality too, like we were talking about.
But I would still say that is the best that they just if they're because it's still Vince. It's like that's like his,
Yeah, his projects.
yeah.
Chad Vince.
Well, with that, is there a song in particular you want to listen to and get more in the weeds with?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all every song. I like every song. I was actually thinking about that. The title track's great. The Blades of Sheol. Yeah, we could do Hallucinate, Hellstorm, Blood
Think,
Prophet.
Blood
Puritans
Prophets.
is probably Blood Prophet. Yep.
Yeah, that one's a real standout for me. And then the next one, they
Puritans
should-
has that. That's like that was my introduction to them in like 2014 or so. That song.
Well, let's go with those two. So we got Puritans. We'll listen to that one first, and then we'll go into Blood Prophet after. So, yeah, second track, Puritans. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back from the second song, Puritans, and we're just talking about how great and alive the drums feel in this track. Like, it's just going, jumping from, slower tempo into, like, a double time of it with, like, the blast beats into, these quarter note kind of mid-pace sections, but their mid pace is faster than most bands keep up. But yeah, this is a phenomenal track. It definitely shows more of their like primitive side to it. Just very extreme, but like each component of the band is like shining through in technicality, like from the riffs to the drums to some of the shining like bass moments in there too, where they kind of let a chord hang. And the vocals, of course, are they're not really like standout-ish, which is like kind of good for me.
They're perfect. They're
Yeah.
like disgusting little barks.
Yeah,
They're cool.
it's like not doing too much and it's not doing too less. It's like right in the
Yes.
middle.
Yeah, perfect.
It's not the focus.
Yeah, exactly. It's just adding to the chaos.
It definitely helps. Yeah.
But they're fucking sick as fuck, and but it's not like taking over. It's not taking over.
Yeah, it's not front stage.
You have like the like relentless assault kind of the music itself, and even in it's like more of a mid-pace feel. It's still so like violent.
Yeah, so ferocious.
Yeah.
And I think what may be coming to the bottom of like the vocals not really being the standpoint of or the main focus of this band is like these guys, the vocalists are also playing instruments. So it's like I don't know. There's something a little bit more true about that for me, where you don't just have a guy double fisting a mic or something.
Right.
Making it all about them, like more performance wise in that section. Unless you got someone like Sylvian from fucking Cataclysm, or like
Him
Lord
and Matty
Worm.
Karki are the only exceptions.
Yeah,
And
like
Worm.
Lord Worm. Yeah, where
You have to kind of be the best of the best.
Yeah, but here it's kind of telling, like, and that kind of puts even more of a I guess impressiveness to it, because these guys are playing all these crazy ass riffs and then jumping in with vocal patterns on top of that too, because that's just like a whole other level of technicality there too. Kind of tapping your head and rubbing your stomach. Yeah. Dan, you have anything to say about this one?
I don't know if it was just me. I was having a hard time like deciphering if there are two guitars or if that was just the bass doing like a counterpoint.
No, 2 guitars and bass.
The two guitar thing with riffs this crazy is pretty impressive, because you definitely can hear one in each headphone. It's I don't know, to be able to match up shit like this is I think that's, again, like we talk about, sort of ways forward for metal. Even if we have to look backwards.
Yeah,
I think counterpointed stuff is always sort of a bonus, and that doesn't always mean just like a melody behind it. It can mean like 2 gross riffs, like back to back, and you sort of have to decipher that.
Yeah, and this band kind of gives off more of a like rehearsal kind of jamming band, where they'll get together every so often and kind of jam these songs out and put them together that way, and make them really tight for recordings. It seems like that kind of gets lost with the more and more modern bands, but it's just a way forward and more efficient. But there is something to having that like live energy in the room, and I think bands like this are like the sort of poster boys of that that type of writing and jamming.
Yeah, I think this was recorded. It says it's recorded analog. I don't know if that means with some kind of tape thing or it means like reel to reel. But whatever it is, it's old technology, which in a lot of cases, that sort of like brings out everything in the album. And with like old 90s albums and 80s albums, they just sound so much more lively. Where, yeah, newer death metal and newer black metal that with good digital production, there definitely is stuff lost. This sounds old. This sounds like it could be from fucking, I don't know, 88, 89.
Yeah.
It's got a great sound. When I first heard it, I was that was the most impressive thing. I mean, what the band is doing itself is impressive, but the production that they've managed to get is really, really impressive. Because I mean,
I agree with everything.
like, there's a certain type of production that is very, very flat, and that a lot of the time that kills an album, or that kills a demo.
Yes.
That kills any chance you have of like people listening to it.
Click
Sometimes I'll hear
production.
it's not just good production. It's like the right production.
Well, I
You
meant,
need
like-
the right production.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people kind of take that for granted a little bit. Like that production is actually really important.
Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely the filter of where the contents are coming through, you know?
yeah.
Well, it changes the atmosphere. It changes the mood.
Definitely.
This sounds like insanity.
That's like Void Ceremony's Abditum was going to be mixed and mastered, and the dude working on it, it just, you couldn't quite get the sound right that we wanted, and we ended up going with a different engineer.
Yeah, we had to do that a couple of times for one song we had, where just whatever notes we gave him, it was just, you know, something was getting lost in translation and wasn't coming out the way we wanted it, and it's kind of like out of our hands at that point. The only thing you can do is, you know, what you did is kind of give it to someone else to work on, give it a fresh pair of ears, and you know, to kind of bring your vision to life.
Yeah, that's basically what happened, and it was a bit of a negative experience with the first, because it was like, well,
It's like I worked so hard for this and it sounds like this.
yeah, it's so
Very
disappointing when shit like that happens.
yeah, it was very disappointing. So we ended up, because I'm wondering, because I don't know who did this one. There doesn't say who did it, but I know that their buddy at the time, Andy, did like Merging to the Boundless, and so I think that's who he started doing a lot of work with, the dude from Stargazer. So it makes me wonder, and because that's who ended up doing the Void Ceremony Abditum, and that's why it sounds perfect.
Yeah,
Because it
nice.
has the dude who did the, so that's why I'm wondering. But yeah.
Yeah, that'd
he
be
had
impressive if he was doing like all the bands that they were associated with to get all these different sounds.
Yeah, I
That would
believe
be
that there
impressive.
is-
You're right.
Yeah, I believe there is a lot of connection, but are a lot of connections. But yeah, he did the Stargazer and Void Ceremony.
Nice.
The recent Stargazer records and this new Void Ceremony record. It was suggested by Denny. We were chatting, and he's like, hey man, he's like, you gotta, try out the dude who mixes, our stuff.
Yeah, and it worked out.
Galicia, we have to get the
Like,
guy who mixed the Martire album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ask. I'll find out. I'm curious. I'll
hell
find
yeah.
out. I'll let
I forgot we can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
I'm curious.
We're
We got the man right here.
yes, just speaking to the void. Now we can speak to Void Ceremony.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, let's get into another track. We're gonna go into something later in the album, the 8th track, Blood Prophet, and then we'll be right back. Alright, we're back from Blood Prophet, the 8th song on the album. What can you guys say about that?
That was ugly. Like those riffs are so confusing. The like chord choices are confusing because it's so fucking nasty.
Yeah, and I think these are the newer songs. Like we're saying, it looks like the B side of this was more of the more recent recordings, so you can hear the bass standing out.
I prefer the latter half of the album because of that.
Yeah, those songs definitely stuck out to me a bit more than.
Me too.
I
feel like it would have been cool if there had been more material.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not just just coming out future material. From what I understand, it still says active on Metal Archives, but they're not active anymore. Because I was trying to find out about new material. So, yeah, for me, the side A stands out very strongly, but the side B, it's definitely where it's like where they could have gone. I feel like I fucking love it all, but that B side there, it's like that's like really could have been like something like a like a future release. But that's why I'm glad we have this. But I understand. But man, like a follow up to this would have been so fucking nasty.
Well, you can tell like newer things were like added, like newer more modern techniques. And that I don't even say that as like a bad thing. I say that as like the best of the modern stuff, like since these guys originally started. I mean,
yeah,
but I don't think that there was like obviously there's Stargazer and stuff that they went into later, but it's like I'm not hearing that sort of like crazy precise technicality in there where it's kind of going on different time signatures type of drum beats and stuff like that. It's just playing with the like just ferocious side of that. Like it's doing sort of like at the foundation of a lot of these beats, they're like very like basic. And then there's just certain little things that he throws in to make them technical.
yeah,
Like with the cymbal chokes, the syncopating of like the blast sections with the guitars, and all these rolls and fills
But
versus like other
starting
bands.
on like the offbeat,
Yeah,
and like giving them like it's like there's so much texture to the drum attack with the fucking riffs.
yeah, and so much like variation on those basic beats. Like the different types of blast beats in there are like great. You got like the trad blast into like this hyper blast that goes in between. It kind of just puts it kind of just takes it to the next level, because like most people would just stop at a trad blast, like that's as fast as we're gonna get, but you know it goes up to 11 and it's like doing this like brutal death metal s kind of blast. It's so good.
Yeah, that's a standout for sure. Like the sound, it's like, you know, it's where it's like you really get the best of so many feelings and like vibes of the, you know, the thrash, death, black.
Yeah.
And you get this like pure evil, chaotic, just demented composition structure, but it has, to me, that precision, like that's like, you know, it's otherworldly. Like it's true to me, it's like truly like feels like a fucking like a demon invasion from hell.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talk about Worm and Demilich being like the alien death metal albums. This is the demon death metal album.
Yeah, it's like like
Yeah.
Venom, you know.
Yeah, I thought Venom was from hell.
Yeah, Martire's from hell too.
It's
Martyr is also from
truly
hell. We're from hell, and what?
The deep south, Australia.
The deep south.
Yeah. That's,
But yeah, you guys have any or actually I don't think we brought up the bass work on here. That was like where these B tracks really stand out. The bass kind of
Yes.
comes in very you know, counterpoints, doing leads and like hammer-on sections throughout this whole B-side, but in this track in particular, it's like almost like a solo section, and I think the following track also gives it that space to do that, and it's so great. Like it doesn't take away from the extremity at all. Like they slowed it down, but they kept that depth with the bass, and you know, adding the little technical flourishes on the drums with the cymbal chokes and rolls and stuff. It's
Brutal bass.
fucking
Great.
rules.
yeah. So
Fucking-
what can you guys say about that?
I mean, that's it adds a whole nother level to the playing, like already the pre-existing chaos, but then, you know, that's like it's almost like an elegance,
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
definitely.
amongst it, like that, like gives it like his signature feeling, you know, that you hear in anything that he's playing bass on. And so, you know, I think that it adds a lot on that. Like I was saying, it would be sick if there was future material, because we can really see, you know, where that goes, just even with just, you know, but just keeping, you know, it never over basses either.
Yeah,
It's like perfect. Here's fucking some sick ass bass, but it never over basses you, you know. So it's
Yeah.
like it's the perfect amount to, because there's so much to appreciate with this.
It's
Yeah.
hard to tell if it's not too technical or too technical. It kind of just
Yeah.
works and flows to the point where it doesn't even matter. I just mean all around.
yeah.
It
But,
adds it adds like just an additional layer to it. Like it's like it would be sick if it didn't have that bass, but the fact that it is there is fucking perfect. It's
Yeah, it elevates the texture of the whole thing, and it gives that dynamics of all this ugly shit, and then, you know, you get a glimpse of light and all the darkness there. It's great.
yeah, it's interesting.
Warioland, Black Death.
Whoa. Yeah, because
Now, there's an idea for you.
Yeah, that's our new side project.
Hell yeah.
But the it's like I couldn't see those sections without it, man. It's like it adds so much, that fucking bass. Like
So
I don't know,
essential.
that's I would consider this like if I was giving it a because I don't even give things a rating, but to me this is like when I'm like, yeah, this is one of my 10 out of 10s, like my personal, like, yeah, it's, to me it's like
It would have to be. It wouldn't make sense if it wasn't a 10 out of
it
10.
couldn't
It
yeah,
does way
exactly.
more than anybody would expect it
Yeah,
to do.
the one review on Metal Archive is 100%. So that's
yeah,
valid.
there you go. There
is
you go.
valid.
That's all. That's 100%.
This is beyond
Based-
Criticism.
Exact. Yes.
If you make if you make a good one of these albums, it is good music. Period. To quote the death metal guy, hello.
well, there, it's the perfect example.
Yeah.
I think.
And
of, like,
And to kind of refine the point I made earlier, like to have this sound in like 2012 or whenever they recorded this up to that point, and still sound this primordial is like just such a feat on its own, you know? Cause,
Yeah, absolutely.
yes.
yeah, because
So
you
I-
could definitely
yeah, so I meant by
add,
that production.
yeah, because you can add so much more modern sensibilities. Like you can have like fucking degent riffs or something.
Yeah,
you know?
you could do anything, and it would sound fucking sick.
But yeah.
I feel like there's nothing else I could compare with this. Like I feel like it's one of the only of its kind, and I feel like that's what elevates it. Additionally, it's like there's like no perfect, like, I don't know.
Have you heard "Whore" from Sweden? That one demo tape.
I heard that back in, was it like 2014 or something? 2012?
It's like 2013, I think.
Sounds about right. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that honestly, that I know that's like a big necrovore worship thing, but that's probably the closest thing I could compare to this.
I see.
But yeah, you guys have any concluding thoughts on the album and just this time in general?
You guys can go ahead and I'll close it out.
Okay. How about you start off, Garrett?
I would say yeah, it's been a huge influence. I've listened to this record, and the EP, self-titled EP. This more though, but I've listened to this like almost as much as I've listened to Stargazer, and it's something that's seeped deep into my mind. When I'm creating subconsciously or not, like
Deep inside the cranium.
Yeah, no reviewer is gonna be like, "Oh, Void Ceremony, that shit's Martire influence."
that would be funny. That would be funny if it was. I would be actually shocked.
Reviewers studying fucking BBR.
Yeah, they get what's paid. I mean, not all of them, but they get their express their
They get their
they got
shekels,
their
is what you're trying to say.
Their literature. They could flex their literature degree.
Yeah.
That's about. Not all of them, but
So Void Ceremony was such a articulate fusion of Warioland 3 and Martire's 2012 album.
yes.
Yeah, perfect explanation for that.
Endless reflecting, just like walking through the levels, trying to find what the fuck you need, and then finally finding it.
You stop. There's a sign up ahead. Next stop, the Twilight Zone.
But yeah, continue.
Who, me?
Oh, Garrett.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
Garrett can finish his thought.
Yeah.
But just feel like yeah, I don't know what else to say.
No, that's good. But I'll say for this, it's like, yeah, 10 out of 10 metal album. Kind of blurs the lines between great genres and being from the inception of this sort of primordial extremity or extreme metal albums. It's like it stands alongside the Necrovores and some of the newer bands as well, like
The Necrovores. I love the Necrovores.
yeah, and Omega Vortex and stuff like that. And it doesn't really sound like too much of anything else, especially like having influences probably of like a sadistic execution and Slaughterlord and stuff, but it doesn't sound like they're worshiping those projects.
No.
It's just like, alongside those as being extreme, like they all have a dog in the race, and for me, I think Martire's winning.
Definitely.
But yeah, go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, I'll just close off and say, Garrett, thanks for coming on and help us finish part 2.
Yeah.
It worked out great. The first one was good, but I think this one might have been sort of a concise version of that. So thanks for that, man.
No, of course. No, it was a fun time to hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
chat
was fun.
about all the shit.
First time
Oh,
two-parter, so
Yeah,
Hey,
we've never
the
done this before.
two-part. It works better that way.
yeah.
And to the listeners out there, if you are banging a chick and you're not thinking about Resident Evil, are you really a gamer? And that's